foster kids since 2002. Early entry is just $160 and includes fabulous lunch and drink celebration at Kasai Japanese Steakhouse, Scottsdale. Win a trip to the 2023 Ryder Cup, a Pebble Beach golf vacation, a 2-year car lease from Coulter Cadillac, and much more. You can help. Be a sponsor or donate a prize. Go to fireandfairways.com. That's fireandfairways.com.
8 Out presents Terrifying Jobs.
Bull Rider, take 2.
Today we're talking with Clifford Maxwell, a rodeo bullfighter. His job? Distract raging bulls from going after thrown riders. Cliff, this seems like a really terrifying job. Why do you do it?
I love protecting the bull riders when they get bucked up.
How big are these bulls?
12 to 2,200 pounds of pure muscle.
You're not cowed by any of this, obviously. Is there anything that scares you?
Yeah. Distracted drivers terrify me.
This message is brought to you by ADOT, CBA, and this station.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari explains how to deal with a losing trade.
Every now and then, you are going to be wrong. You have to be able to accept that you're wrong, take a loss, and move on. Very easy to say, very hard to do. Taking a small loss is one of the most difficult things for the average investor. All the time you invested convincing yourself to do something because you're going to use hard-earned money to buy the stuff. Now you have to turn around and say, oops, I was wrong. And that's where most of the small investors get married to a market, married to a stock, married to a mutual fund. And guess what? You love it, but it does not love you back.
Ready for some help with your investments? Call Compact Asset Management at 800-388-9700 and schedule your free consultation with Mo Ansari. That's 800-388-9700, 800-388-9700.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds Custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM. All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Thursday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We also got Ralph here from Harmon Solar, so line up. We got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And all right, so it is now figured out, sort of, kind of. We know a couple of teams who aren't going to be in the playoffs now. And we're surprised some of the teams that are in the playoffs now. And so, we didn't get a chance to talk to Ralph about this yesterday. All he did was accuse us of haterade.
Yes.
And
Haters.
Yeah, the daily haters. Mm-hmm. But, the whole thing with the Lakers. Yeah, and the Timberwolves. Mm-hmm. That was the ugliest game I've seen in a long time. And you're going to sit here and tell us that, oh, wow, that was amazing. That's great. I feel great about the future for the Lakers in these playoffs.
I would say
after that turd of a game,
ice water in the
that's the
right
dumbest
ice water, baby.
Dumbest thing.
No, the dumbest thing was Anthony Davis fouling that guy at the end of the game.
All right, that's the second dumbest
fouling
thing.
Mike Conley.
Yeah.
I just
and then LeBron telling me he had a
free
brain
throw.
fart on national television. I thought that was really good.
Well, I like about the Anthony Davis foul on Conley was just how big Anthony Davis was. He did it from the paint.
Yeah.
He should have pulled off, man.
But other than that, great game. I loved it.
Oh,
it was
shut
great
up.
to see the Lakers are back in the playoffs and everybody's crying.
That was the worst fourth quarter of basketball I have ever seen. And I've watched children play basketball.
For Minnesota, yeah. They didn't score because the Lakers turned their defense on.
The Lakers,
bull crap.
The Lakers are back in, or are they still in the play-in?
No, they're in now.
No, they're totally in, Randy.
Oh, okay.
I have the whole thing of information here. So the Lakers are playing the Memphis Grizzly Bears at noon on Sunday.
That's an L for the Lakers.
That's an L for the Grizzlies. Poor Grizzlies to get in. Man, a lot of hype this year, and
it's really going to be
Lakers.
sad when the Lakers, with such great history and prestige, you're going to be swept right out of the first round.
When we see the Lakers and Clippers in the conference final, that's going to be amazing. An all LA conference final.
Such luck, my friend.
There's no part of your soul that actually believes that's true.
Every part of my darkened soul.
Think that the Clippers are going to take the Phoenix Suns out.
I think there's a chance. Yeah.
There's also a chance that the Timberwolves will suddenly forget how to play basketball in the fourth quarter, and you guys sneak into this game.
That's called defense. That's called defense, but okay.
So last night, see, defense. It's not defense. You didn't do anything. The other team was the problem. Yeah, the Timberwolves couldn't. Man, they had open shots left and right. You're like, don't take that shot. Oh, he took the shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. It wasn't even about great defense.
You know what was great is to see after the game when the Coach Ham, showed everybody that board that had the Lakers at 2-10 with a 0.3% chance of making the playoffs. Did you see that? Because that was out there, and
I didn't.
And they made it. So they told everybody, yeah, sure. You don't get it. We're the Lakers. We're gonna make the playoffs.
Made it by the hair on their chinny chin. That's how they made it.
That's why I keep all this hair.
I thought it was to hide all your chinny chin.
Yeah, that too.
Let's go to the text line, 888-368-1580. Navy Brad says, good afternoon, Jeffrey. Good afternoon, Randy. Good afternoon, Keon. Good afternoon, sir. Ralph. Booger Wolf says, okay. What's up, you salty scallions? Randy, pour me a brew, you web-footed hooligan.
Okay.
I wish I were web-footed. If somebody said that I was web-footed, and I wouldn't even care. I would be swimming so fast.
I don't think you'd want to web foot.
Why not? Why not? I mean,
I don't think your wife would like it.
Have you ever seen my bare feet? No.
Thank God.
Nobody here has. I've got like foot model, beautiful feet. I could make money, except for the whole part where the toenails are a little long.
Jeez.
And my wife does men. She's like, you should get a pedicure. And I'm like, no, I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready for that.
I just know.
Although they are way down there and I'm way up here and I got this in the way, so it's harder to get to them toenails.
Child, please.
Wow.
I feel like maybe it would be good if somebody else did it. Kane Kitten says the Grizzlies are favored by 3.5 on Sunday afternoon on ABC, but the Lakers are favored to win the series. Well, because that's what the NBA wants.
See, they're favored to win this. Vegas knows
they want the because
trust Vegas.
The NBA is rigged. That's the only way you guys got in this.
Yeah.
Jagdog says Grizzlies in 4. Suck it, Ralph. King Kitten says the Grizzlies are favored by 3.5 Sunday afternoon. And okay, I think I read that one already. Average Joe has congratulations for Keon, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that official?
I'm surprised you didn't lead with that. Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about it. If I was going to wait because everything I saw was saying it might not be official.
Well, it's sort of official. So it's a non-exclusive agreement.
Well, let's explain to them. Maybe they don't know what's going on. They just got off work.
Good point.
The word was Daniel Snyder had reached an agreement in principle to sell the Commandos to Josh Harris. And I can't believe a guy like Josh has billions of dollars. That's not the name of a guy who you think has billions of dollars. Hey, we need billions of dollars. Who do you want to talk to? Oh, what's Chad doing today? I don't know. What about Josh? You know what I'm saying? It's just not a billionaire name. But then again, neither is Jeffrey. So
neither is Dan.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah, Daniel, when he has to get out the checkbook, Snyder has decided. But then the ESPN came out and says, no, that's not official. It's not real. So do we have confirmation that Dan Snyder has sold the team to Josh Harris?
It's according to Adam Schefter, ESPN. This broke that there is an agreement, a non-exclusive agreement in place for Dan Snyder to sell the team.
So, excuse me, non-exclusive agreement. That just means that if somebody else comes up and says, "Wait, I got $5 more," he can say,
basically,
the other guy.
And it's a Canadian Stephen A. As the other guy. I refuse to try and figure out how to pronounce his last name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's the other guy that bid $6 billion.
Steve Astropol.
Yeah, I call him Canadian Stephen A.
Okay.
So he's still trying to get some money together to see if he can swoop in at the last second and get it. the reason why Josh Harris agreed to the non-exclusive agreement is because Josh and quite frankly, a lot of other people don't think that Stevens got the money. So
all right. So
this is in effect over, but it's not officially over.
So Steve,
But Dan's out.
it might be floating around out there. Tillman for Titta. That guy was like, you know what?
Excuse me.
I gave a
Tillman
check
for what?
for Titta.
That's his name.
I'm saying it right?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know a lot of times I say them wrong. This time I
That
accidentally.
is actually his name. That's
Now
how you
I know
pronounce
that Tillman Fertitta. Still right. Anyways, he says, I said I got $5.6 billion and I ain't going to give you a dime more. And they're like, come on, man, offer more. And he says, no, 5.6. And that's it.
And to prove his point, he turned around and bought some land in Vegas to try and see if he could do something else. He was just like, screw you guys, I'm done. I told you what I was going to bid. I'm not going up. He dropped out a while ago. He dropped out maybe a couple weeks ago. When he said, look, I'm at 5.6 and I'm not going any higher. And then Dan and everybody pushed him to go further.
Once you're at $5.6 billion, what's with the 0.4? I mean, come on, man.
Chump change, right?
Nobody's going to take Tillman Fertitta and the Fertitta name seriously after this.
He's
because
okay.
he backed out on the Washington football team?
No, because his name Fertitta, which is so funny.
I see. Okay.
Anyway, so all right, so he only had 5.6. Josh Harris and blah, 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 said 6 billion. So and I guess the agreement in principle, non-exclusive, in case somebody says 6 billion and $1.
Well, it's already at 6.05 billion, so it's going to have to be
6.06.
Yeah, that's what. And Dan will take everything he can get. And the NFL owners don't mind either because, any little thing that adds more value to this sale means that the value of every team in the league goes up. So they don't mind.
So here's the question. At what point does the non-exclusive deal become exclusive? I mean, as in, okay, we're doing this. What's the holdup?
I mean, the holdup is Dan.
Don't tell me this is done if it's not done.
The holdup is Dan. Well, it's done in the effect of Dan's gone. Someone is buying the team that is, and someone will own the team that is not Daniel Mark Snyder.
How do you know his middle name?
I was going to say, wow.
He's cursed him out many times in the middle of the night.
Yeah, because his whole name is a swear word in the DC area.
I mean, are you at a crossroads with a tin box and some chicken feet and a photo and some hair of somebody and you're conjuring up a crossroads demon?
Listen, you don't want to curse the wrong guy.
Yes.
You can't if you curse Dan Snyder, there's like 16 innocent people that just have their lives ruined.
I've watched Supernatural. I know how this is done.
Remember, Keon comes from Jamaica. They've got all that sort of that crazy spiritual stuff there in Jamaica.
I do have family in Jamaica, but my family's from Guyana. Regardless,
even worse, it's Guyana.
Yeah, that Guyana curses are way worse.
Snyder's a dead man.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
But just make sure you don't curse the wrong person.
When I got here, I got here early today, and I was talking to Keon in the hallway, and I could not believe the passion coming out of him about this event.
Yeah.
I mean, you should talk more about it. I mean, you were
Two
like,
words,
this.
man.
It was amazing.
Long suffering.
Yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable.
Look, I'm so happy today. I feel like I could float. This is. No one. It's hard to explain, but the guy ran the team into the ground, and kept running it into the ground for 25 years.
And injustice of the thing is he's getting away with $6 billion.
And there's nothing we can do about that. You just got your downsides to capitalism, and this is one. You're just like, there's no, I don't know how to solve
have your downsides to capitalism.
This I don't know how to solve that particular conundrum that a guy is a terrible person for 25 years, bad at running the business, horrible to human beings, absolutely overseeing the sexual harassment of several female employees, and he comes away $6 billion richer. Look, I can't solve that particular aspect of it, but the aspect of it where he's not in anybody's life anymore, where this team actually has hope. I mean, I'm sitting in my life, I'm watching football. I watch football every year for since I was 10. Okay. And I see the Jaguars fall ass backwards into an AFC title game. The Jaguars. I see the Browns win a playoff game. Oh no, Randy, this is not it's not anger.
Sounds
not
like
anger.
pretty angry to
No,
me. I mean, at this point,
I'm saying when those things are happening, And then you look
Give
at
him
your
the passion
team.
music, Randy.
I
The
understand.
passion music.
I understand that the team's not good, but we can't even accidentally be good once. That's
no,
that's
not
the
that,
owner of the
not
team.
that passion.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Did
no,
you
I'm not-
summon
not
up the
that
passion?
kind of
music?
Wrong path.
yeah, no, I
Hey.
mean, not making
Go
love,
ahead,
but
Keon.
just,
Keep ranting away, Keon.
but it's just I actually kind of see a light
Not
here,
that passion.
you know,
No,
and
no,
that's
sorry.
that's good. It's a good feeling. I'm
such a
really.
good
You said it was worth
feeling.
2 Super Bowls.
It is. I
Two.
mean, it
Not
feels-
1, 2.
Should they hang a banner? Sold the team.
It got Dan Snyder the
Hang a
hell out of
banner.
here. I mean, someone's going to. There's going to be a parade in that city. I promise. It's not.
No, that's soap opera music.
Oh,
Randy.
sorry. Hang on.
No, I know how Keon feels. I have felt this, but not in sports. But I'll give you a very brief story. But back in the day, I worked for a radio station, and when I got there, they were seriously in the red. And it was a bunch of nice people working there, but there was this evil office manager person who sort of took over and was doing shady stuff, and
Sort of like the evil empire.
a little bit. So
Yeah.
my plan with the owner of that radio station was, well, we just do this right, be good guys, and if we just are all honorable and truthful, and make sure everything is under a microscope for everybody's job, then this person's going to realize they can't get away with it and they'll leave. And this evil woman finally was vanquished. And I like you feel right now. I felt I literally did a few victory laps around the radio station. I wouldn't even be surprised, Keon, if you wanted to do a few victory laps around the radio station.
We'll stream it live.
I mean, it might happen. I have a ton of energy right now. Like
Yeah, I bet you
I'm
do.
really amped up because I watched a lot of really, really good players play for that team in my life, and all of their effort felt like it was for nothing because of the signings of other guys that didn't do anything. So, for every Santana Moss that the fans loved, you had an Albert Hainsworth, you had a Donovan McNabb that didn't do squat. There was a whole summer, 2006, that offseason was everybody's like, what the hell are we doing?
You didn't get the Donovan McNabb in his prime. You got the chubby Donovan.
Yeah, we got the chubby Donovan McNabb and then extended him for $70 million.
Oh, well, I mean, the guy's got to make a living. Come on.
Yeah, don't begrudge him that.
His whole career already happened. And then they were just
a lot
like,
of
what
that went
if
to
we gave you
food.
Yeah. Well,
four more years?
Have you seen his waistline?
Just saying. And belts. So everybody has this moment in their life somewhere, I hope. Keon feels amazing. This is a great day for him. He's been looking forward to this forever, worried that it might not come. I had my victory lap moment. Randy, I'm pretty sure I know where yours was when that last divorce was final. And for you, Ralph, what was your victory lap moment in life?
I don't know that I've had it yet. I'll be honest with you.
I thought one of your 93 trophies from all the different teams say you're a fan of.
When you've won so many trophies, they just kind of get like another piece of furniture. I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, we're just used to it.
You're a piece of furniture.
Yeah, I think I'm about to have that.
something.
I think I'm about to have that moment. I think we're getting close on some things to have that moment, but it's coming.
All right,
it's coming.
Well, I hope everybody's had that moment at least once. That victory lap moment. So congratulations, Keon. But then I'm worried. I don't want to jinx this. We can't jinx this because what if Dan Snyder says, "Aha, just kidding, bitches," and just ruins the whole thing?
I don't think he can. I think he's in a position now where he has to sell the team.
He's already signed the agreement. They've already have that. So somebody's got to buy it.
You know what though? That would be the most Dan Snyder thing ever.
Would it not?
To buy it back?
If he maneuvered, it's like, I'm selling it for $1. I don't know.
But the thing is, Dan is so cash poor right now that
not for long.
Yeah, I mean, that's the exchange is that right now he doesn't have any money, and to get him out of here, he's gonna make billions. But
so the minute he has his $6 billion, he'll turn to the NFL and says, "Can I buy a team now?" And are you got a learning disability? What are you doing? Get out of here. Go be horrible in Europe or something.
I just thought about my moment.
All right.
I actually did have that moment. It just came back to me.
Moment.
Yeah. It was in 2013 when Seattle won the Super Bowl. I actually shed a tear when it was very being a fan since 1976.
Yeah, you were through the dark years of
Yeah, I mean, and when they actually, and maybe the Cardinals will feel this one day, but when you actually get there, it's just an amazing feeling.
Is that
It was
what-
kind of taken away a little bit by the blowout because it was such a bad game for the Broncos, but
it made even worse by the blubbering crying of Russell Wilson.
no, that was the next year.
Was that?
Yeah, he did that the next year.
Oh, that was just a playoff game.
That was when they beat the Packers in the playoffs. But I think that was probably like a Keon moment in the sense of what you're going through today. I remember that. That was a great moment. So
like I can't explain to people how happy I'd be just to see my team get to a Super Bowl. Like if they don't win it, I would be disappointed. But just the fact that they were there, I never even it literally feels impossible just through the entire tenure of Dan
You
Snyder.
think that? But Randy, how about Randy sitting there with the Cardinals going up against the Steelers back in 2007 or 8?
That other foot wasn't down, by the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Can you imagine my
Not a
jealousy?
catch.
I'm sorry. I was losing my mind. I was watching the Super Bowl with my friends at the Super Bowl party, and they zoomed in on it, and I was like, his foot is just touching the other foot. What are we looking at? But anyway,
my TV it was down, so I don't know. I saw both of them
Your
down on my
TV was
side.
down, huh?
Your TV
Yeah.
just hates the
I saw
Cardinals.
them both right in there, so I
Your
don't know.
TV is as vicious as you are, Ralph.
Just saying. I mean, it was down.
Sir.
It was down. So.
All right, sir, it's time for a break. When we come back, let's go ahead and get caught up on the text line. We'll get back into some of this NBA because I'm kind of curious about some things. I remembered Keon had a bet, and he was sweating it when we left the air yesterday. So I want to see what's going on with that, and also talk about the eventual feet forward for the championship for the Larry. Is it Larry O'Brien? Is it Larry O'Brien?
It is the Larry
Yeah,
O'Brien.
Larry O'Brien.
Why did it seem like that was wrong?
Should be the Jeffrey O'Brien
It should be the
Championship.
Jeffrey
Trophy.
O'Brien Championship Trophy. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. The best way to start betting smarter is to sign up for a free VSiN subscription at vsin.com/subscribe. That's vsin.com/subscribe.
Major League Baseball, the San Diego Padres taking on the Milwaukee Brewers tonight at Petco Park. Nick Martinez against Eric Lauer. San Diego minus a run and a half plus 126 on the run line. Milwaukee getting a run and a half minus 152. On the money line, Milwaukee plus 132, Padres minus 156 with an over-under of 9. St. Louis Cardinals home at Busch Stadium as they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cardinals minus a run and a half minus 134. Pirates plus a run and a half plus 114. On the money line, Pittsburgh plus 225, St. Louis minus 275, and over under of 8.5. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code TRUST at checkout. That's harrys.com, code TRUST. Enjoy.
Need a little football in your weekend? It's Tim Hovick here, inviting you to the Sun Devil football spring game this Saturday, April 15th at Sun Devil Stadium. It's a new era of Sun Devil football. See them now in full pads. This event is free. There are youth football clinics, autographs, and more. The Sun Devil football spring game. This Saturday, kickoff is at 12 noon, and it's free right after Pat's Run. Come join me and let's activate the Valley. We are Santan Ford.
Baseball is in full swing.
See you later!
And we've got the grand old game covered like an infield tart.
How about that?
Who's hot? Who's not? We've got the latest news, score, highlights, and info from around the league all season long.
It's a camper and it'll go all the way to the wall.
We are your MLB hookup.
Looking up and it's gone, a home run.
Get all the games you can handle on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
The Blender here on 1580, the Fanatic. Let's get caught up on the old text line here. Average Joe, congratulations. Snyder is done. Yeah, I'll show him giving them $6 billion. Get the hell out of here with all that money, you rich guy, you. Heavy Metal Maniac says Los Angeles Lakers are going to get a beating just like the Dodgers did. I would love it if they got to play the Lakers and just knock the crap out of them. It'd be fun if the Suns and Lakers met up again, and then we took you out again.
Well, hopefully
would
the
love
Suns get that. Hopefully the Suns can get that far. I'm not worried about the Lakers.
It's like opposite day. It's like opposite day. Booger Wolf says Ralph doesn't own a chin. He just has an extra cheek. That's why they call him butt face. Go Suns, you worm.
Wow. You really thought about that one.
This is escalated.
That is
fire. Wow.
Some of Booger Wolf's best work, to be honest. It's
sometimes we can't understand a thing he's saying.
From a guy named Booger. That's great.
He worked that one, didn't he? So all right, last night we were watching the game. The Bulls and the Raptors, and I just didn't want the Raptors to win because they're Canadian. That was my whole thing. And the Bulls, well, of course, Izzy, from the morning show, he loves them Bulls. And, I saw emotions coming from Keon about that. And of course, I figured it out easily. He got some money on the game. That's the only reason you have.
Put a little money on the game.
Yeah. So, all right. So, how well did you do with the Bulls after you took a few Tums? Because that was 3/4 of crap.
Yeah, I mean, I was going through it, but it was only a couple dollar bet, so I was overreacting. But you know what? I don't like being wrong, and I don't like giving money away to my betting apps. So I feel much better now that the Bulls were able to win, because I knew that they had a quality basketball team, and I was really confused by the fact that they didn't seem to be able to shoot, and they were playing none defense for most of that game. And then the late third quarter happened, and then things started to shift.
109 to 105. That was the score at the end of the game. There were 18 free throws missed by Toronto in that game.
That's because they're Canadian.
No, that's because DeMar Rosen's daughter, she woke up that day. She's, Daddy, can I go to the game? He's like, well, you got to go to school. She's like, I really want to go. And he's like, all right, kid, come on, let's go. And so you thought, well, she's not asked to do that before. And so they get to the game, and all of a sudden, when the Toronto Raptors were shooting free throws, he heard these very shrill screams, and he's like, that sounds familiar. His daughter, every time the Canadians went up to the line, just screeched, and her timing was impeccable. And largely, I get it. There's a whole room full of screaming people. But if you go back and listen to the...
you can hear it.
Yes, it is quite well done. So, yeah, they used to shoot 78.4% from the line, them Raptors. And, not last night. Last night was 50% from the line. So if you take a quarter of those missed, you know what I'm saying? If you do the math the other way, if not for DeMar Rosen's daughter, the Raptors probably would have won.
It's distinctly possible. I mean, they missed so many free throws late, and I have trouble figuring out that explanation because they were making everything else.
Guess who's coming to all the rest of the Raptor games, whether it's on the road or at home?
You would think. Yeah, they asked him, "Hey, is she going to be at the next one?" And he's like, "No, no, she's got to go back to school. Come on, come on." There's more important things here. And so there you go. The Bulls stayed alive with a little help from what's her name?
D.R. DeRozan.
There you go. So, sorry, what?
Her name D.I.A.R. is how it's spelled, and it's pronounced.
So basically, all his kids are going to be something like D.R. Demore, the this,
Des Moines.
the that,
Des Moines.
with a little D.E. at the front of it.
It's not a little D.E. It's D.I.A.R.
Des Plaines.
Yeah, but it's in your ear, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
D.R. Demar.
Des Plaines.
That's
delight. Anyway, so, but still,
I don't know if he's going to do the George Foreman thing and just slightly variate everybody, where you got a
I need you
Georgette
to
for
look
some
up
of the daughters.
Look up his kids' names.
Georgia.
I need to know now. Look up his kids' names.
They're all named George.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so all right, now you got on Friday, Chicago is playing Miami. All right, the Bulls are playing the Heat, and then the Oklahoma City Rednecks are playing the Frozen Chosen of Minnesota.
I believe that's Thunder.
Sure. It's because Gilgeous Alexander had himself a night, didn't he? Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Am I saying his name right?
Gilgeous. Shai Gilgeous Alexander.
I didn't watch that game
You
because
just call him SGA. Everybody
just
else
didn't
does.
care. And
It's a shame. That was a good game.
but Giddy had 31 points, and he got a little roughed up there in the nether regions. But I have nothing to say about this game for having not watched it.
Yeah, I've said this, one of the teams I like to follow because I just think that they're a fun squad. They're young, they're scrappy, they just and their organization has built through the draft, which I always appreciate, teams taking the long road of doing that. And the result is they've got a couple of guys between Giddy and Gilgeous Alexander that can really play, and that's without Chet Holmgren playing this year. He got hurt in the preseason, so we never even got to see him play.
That's because his legs got tangled up. He looked like a pretzel when they took him off the floor.
I mean, it's just
great. Now I'm hungry for a pretzel.
Oh boy,
Sorry.
It's just incredible the fact that they're really ahead of schedule at this point. They're not supposed to be competing, for a playing game yet, and so for them to be here with the squad that they've built, Sam Presti is one of the best general managers in basketball, and I'm glad the guys won because I like that team.
I just want to remind everybody that I was right. It's not often I like to just, pat myself on the back.
No.
But please remember that I was against the Raptors because they're Canadian. And I said I'm against the Pelicans because it's the dumbest damn name in all of the NBA. Even though my reasons had very little to do with basketball, I picked these games perfectly.
Did you pick Atlanta?
Yes, I did.
I thought you didn't.
Sweaty Baby here. Yeah, I went with him.
Oh,
I went with Sweaty Baby
you
here.
were in Miami.
I think he went with the Miami. It was Keon that was said Miami.
I thought we all did.
I didn't say I did. I said Sweaty Baby here.
I picked Miami. Yeah,
I said Sweaty Baby here. I don't know. Maybe go back and listen if you want. But
I bet Atlanta though because I just like the odds.
That's right. You did that for running. I remember that.
I got my bet and my pick confused.
You're doing pretty good then. You're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm on a winning streak right now.
The historian says, historically speaking, the United States received the first elephant in 1796 today, purchased in Calcutta. Thank you, historian. Big George says, this is wonderful news for Keon and fellow Washington football team fans. I don't know any. I am so happy for Keon, and I wish him and his fellow Washington fans nothing but the best. Congratulations, Keon.
Well, we got word of a couple of Washington bars apparently around here, so we're out here apparently. So
we stuff.
Gonna go find them. Well, because there's other. If there's a bar, then you presume that there are people who go to patronize the bar.
Take some pictures when you go to this thing. You're going to go to this thing.
Yeah.
When you go to this thing, take some pictures. I just want like if you said I am going out to see Bigfoot this weekend. I don't know, maybe some pictures, proof.
So you don't believe him?
No.
It's weird. I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings, and there have definitely been other, Washington fans there. So
There's a Washington bar out here.
They're probably driving through. I don't know.
Yeah, Feeney's. That's what I've been told.
I mean, a lot of these teams have bars out here.
Straight Striper says, hungry for a pretzel. Do I need to order you guys Wetzel's pretzels? Okay. That's Straight Striper. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. By the way, I had my lunch today. Straight Striper was awesome yesterday. I forgot to eat lunch. I got busy doing some stuff and I was fine until that last hour of the show. Then I got a little bit, he's like, hey, I got this. And he sent over tacos. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's
they
really
were
nice.
Taco Bell tacos. And I don't know if you know the Straight Striper, but it said 12 crunchy tacos on the thing, but they actually gave 6 soft and 6 crunchy. And we were still thrilled because Keon ate the crunchy. I ate the soft ones. That's just, and I tore those things up and sat around for about a half hour and I was perfectly fine after that. So Straight Striper, thank you so much for that. Do appreciate it. But please, you don't need to send us, tacos and stuff again. I appreciate that though. Mr. Wilbur says, Jeffrey, no, you're doing it wrong. If it's DeMar Rosen, it's Jeffrey.
There's a name.
You put it at on the back end of the name, which is weird. But no, actually, he has another daughter. Her name's Marie.
Da Marie?
No, just Marie.
No, we're calling her Da Marie.
That sounds like dummy.
Dummy. Now then, DeMar Rosen will beat the ass out you. He'll take you down.
And I'm pretty sure that the daughter named DR, his wife's name is Kiara, so that's probably closer to what.
Damn you, DeMar Rosen.
That's probably closer to what he was going for. Yeah.
Brooks Kepka is on the text line, says, had the pimento sandwich for lunch again. Can't stop crying.
So explaining to maybe some of the fourth dimension that doesn't understand, the pimento cheese sandwich is a staple at the Augusta National Golf Course. And that's it's tradition to go there and have a pimento cheese sandwich.
Well, Brooks, haven't you left Augusta? Or I mean, are you
probably not. He's probably sitting over there on Amen Corner.
Everybody's gone, and he's
weeping his eyes out,
going through what's left over the course.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't know how to leave. Just leave. Okay. Big George says, "Is this evil woman you were talking about, Lynn Sue Cooney?" No, Lynn Sue Cooney Shepherd Flood she's an amazing woman. Why would you put that?
Why do you
on
think
her?
she's been married so many times?
Well, hey, listen, don't hold that against her. Don't hold that
I'm
against.
not holding anything against her.
It's a two-way street on those.
There was
things.
4 other people that did though.
Oh my gosh!
My 9 wives will tell you there's a story behind every story. So don't judge.
No judgment here, not at all.
Navy Brad says a new GM for the Elite should be Sir Ralph.
For who?
The Elite. I guess that's the Commandos. I guess isn't it?
I guess.
Navy Brad is not. He says the Commando Elite. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. Did you know that was a thing?
I did not know that was a thing. It's not a bad thing. Just didn't know it was a thing.
It's a weird day. Bruno Baller says, I wonder how much it would cost Dan Snyder to buy Snyder's of Hanover's pretzel company. God damn it. Now I want pretzels again. Booger Wolf says Seahawks winning a Super Bowl is the equivalent of the sun shining on a dog's goose or snaps.
There you go.
Rare and never going to happen again. Enjoyed that, boy.
Okay, we'll see.
No idea what he's saying right now.
Don't either.
Goose or snaps.
Woos says, hi guys. Okay, so does anyone know what DeMar Rosen's tattoo on his shoulders are?
She probably got a sleeve.
We're doing a radio show. I have not seen his shoulder, and then
Let's
which
see.
shoulder?
One's the right side's the Joker.
Okay, there you go, Woos. One's the Joker. Can I just tell you one of the things I've noticed?
Nothing's on the other shoulder.
People are the NBA players are starting to put big old tattoos of baby faces, like they're kids. And you know how sometimes the tattoo is not that much of an artist, and you got this hideous looking. I've seen some hideous, or maybe the babies just look that way.
Maybe it's ugly baby. Yeah.
Some hideous baby tattoos, and nobody's going to tell them it's bad. It's like, oh my God, no! What the? Is that a Wookiee? What is that? Yeah, it's some really bad baby tattoo. Just me? Am I the only one that's noticed this?
No,
I've
seen
I don't
that.
pay attention to the tattoos.
I can't help it when it's just like, you're watching a game and usually it's at the free throw line. It's just, and you're like, whoa,
You got to do your research before you go get a tattoo.
You're like, is that a pug? Oh, God, no, that's a baby. That's a baby.
You're an NBA player. You have money. You don't have. You could get a better tattoo of your child.
Yeah,
you could.
Drinking's involved, I think, with most tattoos. So I guess George says, let's see, who could this woman be? Tara Hitchcock? Why do you think it was TV? It was radio. It was not Tara Hitchcock. It was not Patty Kirkpatrick. It was not Mary Jo West. It was none of these people. Why are you throwing? She was nobody. I mean, really, seriously, stop it, George. Booger Wolf says every time a Seahawk fan eats dinner, they just peck at their food. Literally, beat face losers. Go Suns.
Wow. Is that Booger Wolf again?
Yeah, Booger Wolf.
Angry today, isn't he?
Damn, he's on fire today.
He's like
fire? That's fire.
He's got George right.
No, he's on fire.
He should be on fire, but unfortunately.
Well,
can I just say, I just the world would be a better place if I was allowed to put people on fire sometimes. I saw a guy that
if you were allowed to light somebody on fire, okay.
No, that had he had a flamethrower put in where the winch on a bumper of a truck, he has a flamethrower.
Nice.
And he's just sitting there testing it out. I was like, oh, I want one of those.
That'd be kind of cool.
I feel like it's illegal. You know what? I saw a thing. Now I'm a Droid guy, and you guys you're a Droid guy,
yeah.
Apple guy. Well, Apple has a Find My Phone feature on, and Droid doesn't have that because Droid users know their phones are valuable, and we don't lose them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, there's this Find My Phone thing, and I guess a guy in Texas says there's some sort of glitch in the software, and I just love this so much. I guess like he just gets knocks at the door, ding dong, and angry people have been showing up. Multiple angry people are showing up at his house saying, "Where's my phone?" He's like, "What?" Yeah, his name is Scott Schuster, and it happened about a dozen times over like the last year. For some reason, Find My iPhone app, the GPS is directing people to his house, but he doesn't have their stuff. And he's like, this is not me. I don't have your phone. It's not inside. And some people have gotten, threatening,
Wow.
And so he's trying to get Apple to figure out what's going on, but they haven't done anything. So now he's like trying to tell the news, like, hey, hi, I'm Scott Schuster, but please don't come to my house looking for your phone. It ain't here. And he says his neighbors tease him about that. But in seriousness, he's like, oh, I don't steal these phones. But it did make me think of something. That is an amazing prank to pull on somebody. Go steal a bunch of phones, have a place you bury them somewhere near his house. And when people go there looking for the phone. Oh, I think I'm gonna try this.
That's funny.
So you're going to burglarize people for their phones.
Well, okay, now you put it that way.
And then you're going to trespass on somebody's property.
Okay, there's a few glitches.
And deface their property.
It's very funny, though.
It is funny.
Well, I thought you were allowed to walk into an Apple store and just take what you want. Doesn't everybody just do that now? You don't have to pay for it.
That was just Jake Paul's brother in Scottsdale during the riots. But
okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's not. I guess not the best of pranks, Now
think
that
it'd be-
you put it that way,
it'd be
Well,
funny.
just trying to help you out, pal.
I mean, I'll make sure you got your phone back, Randy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I feel like whatever this is, I think he should put a sign in his yard.
Yeah,
Your
that would be-
phone is not here, or he is stealing the phones, and this is a brilliant ploy to stymie their plans. Either way, I'm going to just think about this for probably years. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When it comes to covering the high school sports scene in Arizona, AZ Preps 365 has all the answers. Every Saturday morning from 8 until 10, they break down games, interview the newsmakers, talk with coaches from around the state, and stay up to date with what's happening with prep athletes and breaking news from the Arizona prep scene. It's AZ Preps 365, 8 till 10 Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal. The sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Don't be fooled by the people you meet on social media. It may start as an innocent conversation, but anyone who tries to sell you pills is nothing more than a drug dealer. And if you think tiny pills can't do much harm, think again. Fentanyl can end it all. Know the truth about fentanyl at learnmoreaz.org. Don't be fooled. Don't be faked out. Visit learnmoreaz.org. This message is sponsored by the Substance Abuse Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
1580, The Fanatic.
Wonder here on 1580, The Fanatic. We're about to get into some baseball. Good. Well, now you want to. It means I don't feel like it. Randy, what do you want to talk about?
Baseball. There you go.
Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to give Ralph a hard time, man.
Oh, I don't want to talk about baseball.
I should know better. Randy always wants to talk about baseball. But before we do that, just to torture both of you a little bit, this is, well, I guess this is the future of things, but there's just been a story that says the Los Angeles-based Flyby Robotics is launching a food delivery via drone in the East Valley. And so what'll happen is you order the food and they all of a sudden comes over and there you go. They probably want to do this in the West Valley, but they're like, there's too many of these things that get shot down. There's too much gun violence in the Phoenix. And
it's based here in the West Valley. Is that it?
Oh no. No, listen. There's a lot of rednecks in the East Valley.
Exactly.
But they're not trigger happy. They're just dumb. They're just like, that's a weird looking owl. And they don't know what to do with it. And by the time they reach for the gun, it's already gone. In the West Valley, you guys are already ready. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you're already probably look up there. Oh yeah, let's get that too. So there's a lot of going on in Phoenix in the West Valley. So this would never work over there, right? But then I'm thinking, well, I don't know. I don't know if that works here in 115 degree heat because they are, I guess, doing stuff from Nectar Juice Bar. That could be all kind of nasty by the time it gets to you at 110 degrees. Mad Greens with leafy lettuce, not going to be good. The only thing that might work is Tokyo Joe's. Just right in there. And I'm be like, you'd be tempted. Like,
well, why would they start with this Nectar Juice Bar and what'd you call it? Super Greens,
Mad Greens, something. Like that. I don't know.
The hell would they start with that?
And here's another thing: bad idea in Arizona. They're like, oh, you can order sushi from Tokyo Joe's and some crunchy shiitake mushroom chips and papadelics. It's all these weird places, but I don't know how well sushi is going to travel by drone in 110 degree heat.
Not good.
Oh, it might cook it.
Well, maybe they keep it in something that keeps it cool.
Well, that's more weight.
Well, they're big drones.
I ain't tipping a drone. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you're not going to tip a drone?
You shouldn't. It's knock it over. Just I'd be tempted to keep it, except for they got the remote control. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know if we're ready for this. Are you ready for drone delivery, robot delivery? You see those little robots delivering and stuff?
I think they're asking for trouble.
Well, you don't think those driverless cars aren't asking for trouble?
Well, I think they're a start, but I think you start talking drones and robots. I think the way people are nowadays, it's going to get ugly.
It's going to be a sport.
Yeah, it's going to be a sport.
Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know. I just wanted to torture you guys and not talk baseball for a moment. All right, so now we'll talk baseball as soon as I clear the text line. 888-368-1580. Booger Wolf just keeps firing them off. He says every time Randy drags his feet on an issue, the road construction crew needs to come in and ruin traffic with some new asphalt. Give me another beer, stingy guy. You know, Randy, you don't have to serve
that wasn't very good. That wasn't very strong. I'm going to have to give you a 2-minute minor on that,
2 minutes.
Booger Wolf, and you need to do better.
Not his best work. Plus, don't ask for booze. But why are you serving him?
I'm going to give it to him because that's the kind of guy I am.
That's just going to make it worse.
I rise above adversity.
No, I'm Irish. I hold a grudge.
That was when Randy wasn't here. Booger Wolf didn't get anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Dodger Danny says, "Sorry, I'm late, guys. Congratulations on the Arizona Diamondbacks and the butt whooping they put on my boys." Thanks, Dodger Danny. That's awfully nice of you to be a bigger man and actually, congratulate the Diamondbacks and say nice things.
Why waste your breath?
Spirit of gamesmanship, unlike Ralph. By the way, we talked about this the other day. You did a great job of diverting where we never actually talked about the ass kicking 1, 2, and 3 in a row.
Oh, I can divert.
That were put. So just count yourself lucky. You know me, I don't like to go back and rehash those things.
Yeah, we should never go back.
But that was an epic ass whooping.
Never
and
talk
you
about
know
the
it.
past, right?
It's definitely one of those moments where you had a comeback to something that someone said, but it didn't occur to you until a whole day later, where you can't really say anything. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
Just have to let that one sit in the drafts.
I just hope, and I've been hoping that the Dodgers will lose more games. To your credit, they have won. I want to see them fail, and I want to see them again, and I want to punish them again. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, realism it does set in, and I know those chances are probably pretty slim, but we're enjoying the now. And right now, the last thing you know, Ralph, is the Diamondbacks whooped your ass 3 games in a row, not just by a point, but more than a few scores.
I can't think back past the 10th of April, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Just things start getting hazy.
Right. I mean,
you might need to go to
I
the
don't even
doctor.
know they played each other. I don't remember that.
He doesn't remember the Seahawks thing. He doesn't remember many things he doesn't remember.
I was focused on Dodgers Giants, a real rivalry with 2 real organizations.
Oh, shut up. We beat the Giants too. So
we just took 2 out of 3. So
let me remind you, we beat the Giants too. 888-368-1580. CK says, "Good afternoon, fellas. Ranty. Beer me, please." Yeah, he calls you Ranty. Randy with
I don't
a
know
T.
who the hell Ranty is.
Oh, you know who you are. Come on.
Ranty?
You're Ranty. He says, "Can I hear the Burn in Hell Lakers song, please?"
No,
sir.
Absolutely.
Sir.
Lakers! Burn in hell, Lakers! Shut the hell up, Ralph!
I wonder if that hurt Fish Tank's throat when he
Sounded like it.
It did. That
Sounded
last.
painful.
He got mad at me though. He got mad at me when I was like, "Well, I thought there'd be more to that cut." Like,
it seemed like the short version, right?
That is the short version. Like the bus you rode to school.
Yeah.
That
damn thing was short and white.
Actually, those are fun. Big George says, "Okay, Jeffrey, I got you. Nobody I know then. Interesting story. Are you still on this story? We've moved on, George. Booger Wolf, no. Navy Brad says, "Jeffrey, you're saying C3PO will deliver food soon." No, nobody wants C3PO. You want R2D2.
Yeah.
I'd keep that.
No one would mess with R2.
No.
It's cool.
He has that little thing that comes out and shocks you. Oh, he has a laser too. Remember that?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
King Kitten says, "Yay, beer. More beer." Okay. Give the man a beer.
Sound like a Red Stripe commercial.
All four. Those were great commercials.
Red Stripe, hooray, beer.
Quiet Cannon says,
"Yeah,
we like this one Japanese restaurant that has robot servers. The food is good. Servers do understand verbal commands." Oh, really? Is that like here in town for real? Where is that? I want to go a place that has robot
Kasai
servers.
Japanese Steakhouse.
No, that's No.
I'm not even kidding you. I went to a Denny's.
Yeah.
Little robot thing came out with the food. And I was like, what is happening?
At a Denny's?
At a Denny's. And it was not a good Denny's. I was like, you could have really spent the money on like the outside of this building.
Right. So it was a robot at Denny's. That's why Tiger stopped going.
I literally had that queued up and ready to fire. I'm not kidding you. No wonder Tiger didn't visit that one.
Buddy, I'm harvesting the high and low fruit. Okay, don't.
I mean, you're swinging fast today.
Tell you what, here's the thing I wonder is if you go to this Japanese restaurant with the robot servers, and if you spill water on it at just the right time, maybe it doesn't bring you a check and you just get to eat free.
Oh.
I wonder if they thought of that. Now you guys are all thinking of ways of scamming robot waiters.
Or if you draw it closer and closer to you, you can maybe jam like a knife in between its number
I'm so
pad
glad
there.
you said knife because we were all wondering about what you're going to do closer and closer with this robot.
No, you get a little closer, you put a knife in there, in between the numbers.
Wow.
You want me to Ray Lewis a robot?
Well,
my
did
God.
Ray Lewis shoot? He didn't stab. He shot. Right?
That was stabby.
Ray Lewis was stabby?
Yeah, he stabbed a guy. Yeah. Or
I thought he shot
was
him.
around when somebody stabbed.
Shot.
I thought he shot.
I'm pretty sure it was a shooting.
It was a shooting. I thought it was stabby. Who was the stabby one? I thought it was Ray Lewis. Was there a stabbing? Somebody help me out here. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
stabbing.
Who was the
I don't recall anybody in the NFL world stabbing anyone.
Well, you sound like you want to stab a robot.
Mhm. I am.
Rainy City Bitch Pigeon says drone delivery equals skeet shooting with prizes. That's exactly what I was thinking. King and Kenton says at the end of Burn in Hell Lakers, shut the hell Ralph is the best part.
Yeah. You know what?
Who said that?
You were right. It was a stab.
King Kittens. See, I was right
It was a
about the
stab.
Ray Lewis. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone on the show was telling me I was wrong. Listen, I know my stabbers. I know my stabby sportsmen. Can we talk baseball now? I've been trying to talk baseball all this time.
Yeah,
and you
you've really
guys
been
want to
trying.
just keep. Oh my God, though! Before we do, have you seen this? Yeah, I don't know if it's out there. Doritos flavored beef jerky.
No.
Why are they Dorito flavoring everything now?
I don't know.
Because they're good. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Frito-Lay partnered with Jack Link's beef jerky, and they say it's supposed to taste like their spicy, sweet chili Doritos. I don't know if you've had those. And they're not doing it with nacho or Cool Ranch. They're just doing it with the spicy, sweet chili. They're going to do a flaming hot flavor too, but I guess just the hot, not the flaming. I don't know how this works. I don't eat the stuff that makes your butthole on fire. But new flavors are being offered as meat sticks.
Oh gosh.
Hey, you want a meat stick? Yeah.
Wow.
Why don't you step into a Slim Jim? All right. I guess they're saying that the fans love these things, and I don't know. They just keep giving Dorito stuff on everything. You're right, CK. OJ was the original stabber slasher, sir. Booger Wolf says, just a tip note for the fourth dimension. You guys got to try Crazy's Hot Chicken in Scottsdale. Only reason I say this is because I went to Dave's Hot Chicken today, and it was trash. So a drone for hot chicken delivery is perfect here in the gates of hellish Phoenix. Go Suns and eat good, my people. See, this is the scary part. Booger Wolf says these weird things, and then says something coherent. Makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just like I would prefer to just believe. Okay, Booger Wolf is saying all of these.
So
nonsense
Booger Wolf
things
is
'cause it's
saying
actually crazy.
Dave's hot chicken is trash.
Yeah.
But what did he say was good hot chicken?
Crazy's Hot Chicken.
Crazy's hot chicken.
Well, it just shows that sometimes the oxygen does actually hit his brain and he can speak. That's good. Most of the time, he just doesn't have it.
It's disconcerting. Well, we've run out of time for baseball today. So I guess
that's too
when we come back, we will talk football.
That's too bad.
King of Kitten says, how about that for a new texture nickname? Meat Stick. I will allow it.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Meat Stick. Quiet Cannon says, these robots are very dependable. They never call in sick. They're not going to union, and they don't ever get a raise. Damn,
Kind of sounds like me. I'm sorry. Wait, what? Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Kind of like you. Robert from Surprise says, how about the Tampa Bay Rays? You know what? We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit.
I don't believe you.
Kyle G says, flop a magnet on the robot when it brings the build and leave. Magnets, computers don't mix well. Good idea, Kyle G. You've been thinking about this. All right, taking that break. We'll be back. Yes, we'll talk baseball. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code TRUST at checkout. That's harrys.com, code TRUST. Enjoy.
This is Joan, enjoying some me time up on the rim. This is Simon and his friends paddling the Salt River. And this is Brad. Brad is, well, no one knows where Brad is. What they all have in common is that they went to azmbdnow.gov to quickly and easily renew their registration or 30 other services. So go to azmbdnow.gov and get more time to enjoy all the things you love.
Sponsored by ADOT in partnership with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station. Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates. It's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Need a little football in your weekend? It's Tim Lovick here inviting you to the Sun Devil football spring game this Saturday, April 15th at Sun Devil Stadium. It's a new era of Sun Devil football. See them now in full pads. This event is free. There are youth football clinics, autographs, and more. The Sun Devil football spring game. This Saturday, kickoff is at 12 noon, and it's free right after Pat's Run. Come join me and let's activate the Valley. We are Santan Ford.
When it comes to covering the high school sports scene in Arizona, AZ Preps 365 has all the answers. Every Saturday morning from 8 until 10, they break down games, interview the newsmakers, talk with coaches from around the state, and stay up to date with what's happening with prep athletes and breaking news from the Arizona prep scene. It's AZ Preps 365, 8 till 10 Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy Patriotic Shirt White. And we got Ralph Harmon Solar polo shirt.
Sir?
Ralph, yeah. And Sir. Then we got Keon Rose in the control room. That's where he always is.
Are you guys knighting me or what?
Sir.
Okay.
And of course, you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios here in Scottsdale. And King of Kittens says, crispy, crunchy chicken at the gas station. Oh, stop it. Not going to stop it. Crispy, crunchy chicken.
What did we just say yesterday about gas station food?
Huh.
All right, live your best life.
Eat at your own risk.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should have a little bit of an interest in keeping our listeners alive. So if you won't eat healthy for you, eat healthy for us. We can't afford to lose any listeners. This is not even about you and your health. This is about our numbers and the ability to continue to make a living.
Without you,
That's fair, isn't it?
we don't have a job.
I'd say most of them.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, Booker Wolf, eat what you want, but the rest of you,
That's where I was going, but you went there for me. So perfect.
I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm harvesting here. So, all right, you guys been wanting to talk baseball, and I hosed you out of it in the last hour. Why? I don't know, because I can. And so let's talk about this. Tampa Bay Rays stay undefeated at 12 games, beating their Boston Red Sox. But I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they can. They got to get to 14, right? They got to get to 14 to pass the Brewers, who are 13-0.
It'd be tie tonight, right? So tonight would tie the record, and then tomorrow night would beat the record.
So they got the Sox tonight, and then they got somebody else, or is it another Sox game?
The Blue Jays tomorrow night,
Blue
I
Jays.
believe.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be nice if they beat somebody good. I mean, I think every team they beat is in last place, right? Detroit, I think they beat. I have to look at the other ones, but they're all last place teams.
Fortuitous scheduling right there.
Yeah, I mean, which is it still doesn't take away what an amazing feat it is. It's an amazing feat to go 12.
Yeah, so they started with the Detroit. Then they played the Nats.
Right.
Played the Nationals after that. 3-game series against them. Then they played a 3-game series against the A's, who also
last
stayed.
place, yeah.
And then they just played a 4-game series against the Red Sox.
And they're last place too, right?
I don't know that the Sox are in last place.
The Sox are in last place now, but they weren't in last place at the beginning.
All 4 of those teams are last place teams right now.
Did you just making that up, or do you?
No,
really
that's
know?
real.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
real.
don't have it up on the screen.
No, that's real.
I believe you.
Yeah,
So, I
Sox are in last place. Tigers are in last place. A's are in last place. Nationals are in last place.
I mean, it doesn't take winning 12 games in a row is not easy, no matter who you play, unless you're playing Diamondbacks.
Well,
But, I mean,
now they're going to take on the Blue Jays.
You wouldn't know that as a Dodger fan.
You mean the Diamondbacks are in first place?
Yeah, the Diamondbacks that beat the Dodgers a whole lot of games.
He's having a hard time with the fact that the Diamondbacks are in first place.
Because that didn't happen before April 10th. That's happening right. They're still in
I
first
don't
place.
remember
It's interesting, you know, that those teams that the Tampa Bay Rays beat were all in last place, but I haven't heard one thing about the Diamondbacks being in first place.
yeah,
It
and you
seems
won't.
like you should know that.
And you know you won't. I mean, what are talking about?
Don't worry, we don't need you to know that. So, all right. So the Tampa Bay Rays stay undefeated. Jordan Walker, the rookie for the Cardinals, he is now matched a 111-year-old record. He's got a 12-game streak of hits, and that ties him with Eddie Murphy. So now this is Eddie Murphy raw. This is not Eddie Murphy, Nutty Professor. You know what I'm saying? This was it's a rookie thing. So yeah. Jordan Walker, who's he playing next? Can he, is he looking good to keep going? And how far can a guy go? I mean, it's been 111 years since somebody has done as well as he has,
As a rookie?
As a rookie.
Oh, okay. Because it's been.
What's the rookie thing?
Yeah, it's just
I
a
said-
rookie thing. Because other guys have gone a lot harder.
How many times do I have to say it's a
I'm
rookie
just
thing?
saying.
It's a rookie thing. So Eddie Murphy was a rookie in 1912, and then Ted Williams was a rookie in 1939 when he had his 9 games. So here's Jordan Walker, 12 games and counting. So
and they've got the Pirates next, which is
got good pitching or no?
They're
actually not
pitching
bad.
pretty well. They're not a bad baseball team right
Now we're gonna go down the Ralph lane here, like we did for the Tampa Bay Rays. Has Jordan Walker faced good pitchers? So like where he's a good enough hitter as a rookie that he can hit on a good pitcher.
I'd say he has.
At least 1 out of 2 or 3 at bats.
Let's see here. I mean, yeah, he's gone up against some decent pitching. I don't think it's like the league's best, but
he's gone against the Braves. He's gone against the Brewers. He's gone against the Blue Jays. He's gone against the Rockies. They open up against the Pirates tonight.
So again, Ralph, so you understand, this is the longest hitting streak to begin a career. There's more. There's more. By a player 20 years or younger since 1900. That's what this is.
How old is he?
I don't know. He's under 20, I guess. How old is Jordan Walker? Because if he turns 21, it's over.
Yeah, Jordan Walker is 20. He turns 21 May 22nd.
So whatever he can
he's
get,
got some time.
He's already damn close to getting this thing. So, yeah, and it occurs to me his name is Eddie Murphy.
You know what sucks about things that happen like this? They do this and it's fantastic, and then the rest of their career, nothing. and he's in the minors in 3 weeks.
So Ted Williams, yeah, you're right. He had nothing.
Well, I'm not going. I can't remember that far.
Yeah, not Ted Williams, but just in terms of generally, sometimes you hear some of these crazy stats about rookies, and you go, "Oh crap, this guy's going to be awesome," and then for whatever reason, just whatever that early success is, they're never really able to replicate it. I hope that doesn't happen.
Baseball is a fickle bitch, but this kid came in with this rep already that he was going to do something special. This kid is doing something special, and yeah, there's gonna be a game he will not get a hit. There's no reason to believe his bat's not going to still be swinging as he goes forward into his rookie year.
Well, he almost lost the record last night because he got lucky and got a broken bat single.
Still works.
It just kind of dribbled out of the infield, so it was kind of one of those.
Better lucky than good any day, huh?
He's gonna start facing some studs, and it's gonna get a little harder, obviously. So.
Yeah, I think Charlie Morton with the Braves is like the toughest guy he went up against.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Rays won today, so they are now currently 13-0.
Oh, good. Thank you for checking that. I didn't know if that was happening tonight or
Yeah, no, that
already happened. They beat the Red Sox today.
I think the American League record is what, 21?
Hey, Ken, edit that on the podcast, please, so I don't look stupid on that. I didn't really. I guess I should have. I printed this earlier this morning, so I probably should have checked. Sorry. 888-368-1580. So let's talk about there's a lot of weird crap going on in baseball. There's probably weird crap happening in baseball right now. It's just we're doing this, so I don't know what it is. So let me know if there's some weird crap going on.
Okay.
But how about Kyle Farmer? Man, you remember when you were a kid, you get into a fight with somebody, I'm gonna rearrange your face. He got his face rearranged. He got hit by a pitch, 92-mile-an-hour fastball right to the kisser, and people are like, "Oh, he's dead. That guy ain't gonna make it." And it wasn't on purpose. It just got away from Lucas Giolito, and I don't want to see. I saw the video of him on the ground. I'm like, well, I will not be watching this. I don't want to see this happen. But he was just out there, just in serious pain. They call it kind of a miracle that he wasn't killed. It wasn't hurt worse. But they said that he has to have some surgery to realign his teeth and fix a major laceration of the lower jaw.
Wow, that's tough.
Realign your teeth.
Yeah.
And that was what, 92 miles an hour, you said?
Yeah, 92.
I mean, that's a slow pitch.
Could have been more, yeah. So you guys have braces when you were kids?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is worse.
I'm sure it is.
So for every kid out there who's like, I got braces. Now it could be a lot worse. I wonder if he'll have braces now to realign his face and his teeth and everything. Man.
And surgery, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, at least they won. They did win the game. They beat Chicago 3-1.
Well, there is that, I guess.
I don't think Kyle Farmer could give a crap at this point.
Kyle Farmer was in the dental chair, but the team won the game.
Yeah, I don't know if Kyle Farmer even remembers playing the game.
Kyle Farmer, hey, remember that saying, talking out your ear? He was. He was.
Kyle Farmer was elected most valuable player of the game.
Poor guy. All right.
Talking about taking one for the team.
Another guy got hit in the head was an umpire. This umpire is out there. He's minding his own business, umpiring, and he was standing there, and there's a play, and this guy was doing a relay throw, and I guess just didn't see the umpire stand there. You ever see the cartoon where who is it? The pitcher throws the pitch and Charlie Brown does a little flip in air and his clothes all fly off? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what happened to the umpire. All his stuff just went blam. It looked like he did a little flip almost. It took him out.
Yeah.
And at first is Chris Guccione, the umpire. He got up and he's just kind of like, everybody's like, oh, he's fine. He's fine. And he got up there and they're like, he's going to be okay. And then they're like, oh, no, he's not okay. Why? Well, he's in line at the concession stand. Well, you got to get him. We got to get him. Got to check him out. And
he's not only in line at the concession, he's taking a pee in the concession stand.
Yeah, in line. He's like trying to take care of two things at once, man.
The thing is, his head broke up the relay throw. So you have players running around like, where the hell is the ball?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it bounced to the opposite direction and nobody knew where it went.
And he just dusted himself off like, well, I don't know.
I'll take a hot dog and a beer.
This bus is going to be here any minute, right? I just put that on there. Oh man, he got rung. I don't know what sort of shape he's in, but they're saying he's okay. But yeah, he's in the hospital.
Where did he get hit? I know in the head, but I mean, back of the head, front of the head, side of the head.
Kind of sort of the back side.
Yeah,
kind of like
back side
off
of the
the
head.
side because he was kind of turned and it just went blammo, and he went. Whew. Okay, it's not funny if he dies. It's just,
So
obviously,
I don't know about you, Ralph, but I was always taught, especially in umpire school, don't turn your back on the ball.
Yep.
Even when you're setting up to make a call, don't turn your back on the ball.
That's right.
Never turn your back on the ball.
Cardinal sin.
And he probably just got lackadaisical out there, thinking, okay, he's going to miss me, he's going to see me, I'm going to get in line to make this call, and bam, it cost him.
And I don't know. I think he was trying to get out of the way, but it just, just didn't see it.
And the guy who threw the relay throw, Guardian second baseman Andres Jimenez, was heard giggling in Spanish.
Giggling in Spanish.
I don't know. I mean, you probably feel bad, but then you're like, it's just an umpire. Just whatever.
No, I got to tell you, anybody gets hit with a ball, umpire, another player, opposite team player, that's a serious situation. Nobody laughs about that.
Except for
unless it's a pitcher throwing at a batter.
Hefty Lefty says it's spelled ja 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 ja. Yes, in Spanish that's ha 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 ha. Yes.
Stupid.
So another
you heard the show, Ralph?
Another umpire was sitting there and he's just doing his job there. He's just hanging out there and what the hell is this? What's this guy doing? He just keeps doing something to his arm there. What the hell is this all about?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, something's going on here. So he goes out to the mound and he's like, hey, I gotta take a look. I think you've got a substance there. Your illegal substance. And so Shohei Ohtani looks at him like, what? Yeah. Let's see. He lifts up his arm and he's like, well, yeah, it's my pitch.com device here. That's where he keeps it, I guess. He keeps the thing right there. But then the guy thought he was doctoring balls because he was like trying to get something out of there like that, Why would you put it there? That's an
he
odd
keeps it on
place.
his arm. That is weird.
But on like the inside, like by where his underarm is.
A lot of them keep it on the glove itself, which makes a lot more sense. I've never seen anybody keep it there. That's weird.
Yeah, guys that put it on the glove, guys that put it on their belt.
Yeah.
I'd put it right on my crotch. I'd be like this.
On the inside of your pants?
No, like right on the front of the crotch, straight down, and then you can see it. You can see it, and I'll be like, cheat code.
And then a big smile would come out on your face.
I'm gonna need a minute. Timeout.
Oh no.
Let me go rub the rosin
Oh
back
my
for a minute.
gosh. I need a moment. Damn screwballs.
Why wouldn't they allow you to do that? I think it'd be fun.
I don't think there's a rule against it. I just don't think anyone wants to do that.
I thought
I don't know why he would put it under his arm though. That seems
it does. Like a sweat we get on that thing, and all of a sudden he's electrocuted. And
his arm
Is
movement.
that a balk? Is that a balk? So I thought there were rules against long-haired New York Yankees, and you were watching the TV.
Well, there was,
and you saw that kid right there, and you're like, okay, well, did they change the rules? What are they doing there? Turns out that is, and by the way, he has a mustache. How are you a bat boy with a full ass mustache like this kid? And so I guess they were looking at it like, oh, that's weird. And it turns out his name is Nate, and he's in a band. You don't have hair like that and not be in a band.
I mean, agreed.
So he doesn't work.
The band is called the Open Doors. And I'm just, who in the Yankees were like, all right, bat boy competition. All right, Lars or whatever your name is, just get over here. I mean,
Lars.
That seems, he's the drummer for the the band, but what is there an age restriction on?
There's not.
No, there's not. Mm-mm.
So you could be like my age and be a bat boy?
No, you're not going to be your age or my age and be a bad boy. No,
You have to know somebody.
Do you see this kid?
Yeah.
But did you see him the next day?
He get his haircut?
His hair was all in the helmet.
Oh,
The very next day, you couldn't see any hair coming out of his helmet.
somebody from the Yankees
Yeah.
was like, hey, you have a choice.
Brett Boone probably got a call from upstairs. Yeah, from on high. He needs to tuck that hair away.
Yep, he had it going.
Man bun. Get it in there.
Men bun.
Men bun. I think he's too old to be a bat boy. Don't you think?
I'd like to see a ball hit at him.
I can't tell. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, look, I got the picture right there.
He's in his 20s.
Look at that. He's got a wife and kids.
Well,
He's got a mortgage.
There's no way you're in a band called the Open Doors with
Oh,
hair
that's a
like
good
that.
point.
And you have a
Works
wife.
out on
Wait.
Out
His
of the
girlfriend has a mortgage.
That dude is splitting rent with 5 people. He lives in New York. There's no way.
Yeah, you're probably right. My point is he's a bit long in the tooth to be a ball boy or a bat boy or whatever. What are they usually like? They're like usually like 10.
No.
11.
No. Unless they're a coach's son or a player's son that the team is allowed to be out there. Generally, the kids are somewhere between 16 and 20 years old.
Yeah.
They have to be responsible. Bat boys they're not not just a symbol of the team. They don't just go out and retrieve the bats. Bat boys do a lot of work. They gather all the balls up before the games. They make sure the players' equipment are laid out properly. They do, in some cases, they do repairs. They shuttle back and forth to the clubhouse, to the dugout, bringing up items for players or coaches or whatever. They do a lot of work. They're not just sitting around, retrieving bats from the on-deck circle.
This guy's smoking weed in the tunnel.
Oh,
yeah.
he's totally smoking
Yeah.
weed in the
And
tunnel.
he's probably
going in the
bringing
players'
drugs.
bathroom.
All right.
and just
You don't look like this kid. Don't even come at him with a cup because he'll just run. Hefty Lefty says some of us with Armenian blood have mustaches since the 6th grade. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
he reminds me of a friend I had in high school named Kyle, who had a mustache exactly like that. Actually, hair like that too. It's very uncanny looking at that picture.
Maybe it's Kyle.
Maybe it's him.
I mean,
it's Kyle.
Well, Kyle's my age now,
Well,
so
it's Kyle's kid.
He's aged well. I mean,
Quiet Cannon says, can bat boys be a girl? Yes, bat boys can be a girl. We saw one the other day who thought the ball was foul as she interfered and picked up a fair ball.
for all we know, he's one. I mean,
So
we don't-
fortunately for her, it was spring training. But
Wait, have we seen this kid on a Bud Light can? I don't think so.
I was gonna say we don't know what he identifies as. So.
Batman could not be a bat boy. I think Batman could be a bat boy. I'm Batman. I'm Bat Boy. I think you could do whatever you want. Let's see here. Harvey Putzwadler says Bat Boy, Ball Boys are supplied to both teams by the home team, the Cleveland Guardians in this case. So wait. He's in a Yankees uniform, but he's from Cleveland. So the home team supplies them and they just got to put on the other team's
I don't think
stuff.
necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Because look, he's wearing a New York Yankees stuff.
The teams generally have their bat boys. They're like assistants. They're not just they don't just go to the the on deck circle and pick up the bat. They have a job. They get paid to do duties during
I
the
just did a
season.
duty right now.
Well, there you go.
Turtle. Quiet Cannon says, so wait, Batman can't be a bat boy, but he can be a bad boy. Bad boy. What you gonna do? Quiet Cannon, I don't have time for this. It's time for a break. When we come back, I have a couple more baseball things, and then I got a crap ton of football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
Need a little football in your weekend? It's Tim Hovick here, inviting you to the Sun Devil football spring game this Saturday, April 15th at Sun Devil Stadium. It's a new era of Sun Devil football. See them now in full pads. This event is free. There are youth football clinics, autographs, and more. The Sun Devil football spring game. This Saturday, kickoff is at 12 noon, and it's free right after Pat's Run. Come join me and let's activate the Valley.
We are Santan Ford.
If you're not spending every waking moment checking us out online,
Oh,
you better have a good excuse. Yeah. We've loaded up our website with the stories, pics, video, podcast, commentary, and more. The kind of stuff you love.
hey, it takes a lot of time to post all this junk.
And you'll love every bit of it. Very well.
Or at least most of it.
It appears that the website has become alive.
Hit it now.
It's on the internet.
1580thefanatic.com.
Hey, Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. It's a good question, Fighting Wampa. He says, what weighs more, a crap ton of football or a crap ton of baseball? Well, it's a crap ton, so it's equal. Nice try, Fighting Wampa. I'm not falling for that. Let's see here. Beer Bob says, I believe they put an age restriction on Bat Boys when Dusty Baker's son almost got annihilated by a player running home. I think that, wasn't that that child was 2 years old, was it? How old was that child? Pretty sure that was like an amoeba at the time. Very, very young. Big George says, Randy is off getting whiskey. So I guess I'll, now that I've read the rest of your text, I'm not reading it. 888-368-1580. Yesterday we were talking about this, Ralph, and now it turns out Matt Strom agrees with me that maybe it's not the best idea to extend alcohol sales into the 8th inning when you've shortened the game.
I agree. Absolutely.
Because, I mean, some people are going to get liquored up and they're just going to do what they're going to do. You can't stop it. But if you're trying to actually pretend you care about the public safety, you're going to want to time it to where they stop drinking and they have, enough time to let that 1 or 2 beers kind of wear off so they can drive and nobody gets hurt. Well, Philly's Matt Strom came out and pretty much said the same thing. He's like, yeah, this is just common sense to do it in the 7th inning. And then I guess if we're shortening the game, maybe the 6th. He says the reason we stopped selling alcohol in the 7th was give the fans time to sober up, drive home safe. That's it. He says, so now with a faster paced game and me just being a man of common sense, game's going to finish quicker. Would we not move beer sales to the 6th inning to give our fans time?
It would make sense, right? But this is where you're going to see, because it makes sense to do it to the 6th inning. I would absolutely move it to the 6th inning, but they're not going to because the money they're going to lose doing that.
Well,
which, they don't care about the fan.
Here's what'll happen. Yeah, you see an uptick on people having accidents and drinking and driving. People start talking about it, then they'll have to.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted you all to know that Matt Strom, pitcher for the Phillies, agrees with me. 888-368-1580.
Show seems to be taking a slant to It's all about Jeffrey today.
Little narcissistic.
Hey, you know,
Have you heard that?
You want to complain that it's not all about baseball?
Anybody else heard the same thing, or am I on my own little island here?
I mean, I hear that every time I'm here. So
I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you a baseball question. Now I'm not asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking Ralph now. I know Keon knows nothing about baseball because he's a Nationals fan. He's not watched a real baseball game in a lot of years.
Well, I have the MLB extra innings. I watch everyone but my team. Leave me alone, okay? I'm hurting a lot right now every time I have to watch that Red just lose and lose.
We just took him from the joy of the Commando sale to the
at least with the Nationals, I can go 2019.
So
there's
Keon,
a World Series there.
You can't look back. Remember,
Keon, you have MLB extra innings.
Huh?
How much are we paying you?
Oh no, T-Mobile gives that to me for free because T-Mobile sucks, and that's the only good thing that comes from having T-Mobile.
Okay.
Yeah. It's their apology for being T-Mobile.
If I were to ask Keon for his login, he would murder me with his T-Mobile phone and say, "Give me a raise!" And so that's why I'm not asking. One last baseball thing. Nick Castellanos, am I saying that right? Castellanos.
Castellanos. Yeah, Castellanos.
He got ejected. So what happened was he was at the plate, and it was a horrible call by umpire John Lipka. That thing was that was inside and ball. It was all ball. I mean, you don't have to know anything about baseball to know that. And he didn't say anything. Nick just kind of stood there at the bat. He kind of looked at him like, so he turned his bat upside down and he made a dot in the dirt. You know, some people would like draw a line showing him here's where the box is, buddy. And all he did was turn it upside down. Dot starts to walk away and he got tossed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. You can't do that.
Why can't you do that?
No, you're showing up the umpire. Not allowed to do that.
I was just going to say it, Ralph. Thank you.
Maybe he was just sort of steadying himself as he was walking, like a cane.
It's part of the unwritten rules of baseball. You just do not do that, and he has the right to throw you for doing that. So he was absolutely right to throw him out.
All right, so let's go over the things. So if I take the bat and I touch where I think that is, I get tossed.
Bye.
What if I stop? Because I do, I do this with. I do this in traffic. You ever have that thing where you're sitting there at the light and a car pulls up in the other lane, but they stay like 2 car lanes away from the intersection?
Yeah.
So I do is I make a point of lowering my window like this, and then looking out the window like this, looking all across this big empty space. I look back at them. I'm like, what's there? You know.
That's funny.
Is that Wonder Woman's invisible car?
Right. You see something I don't, and I just kind of want to know what it is. Is there a puppy? Is there a puppy?
Is there a turtle?
What? So if you do that, if you just look and you stand there and kind of look for a little bit, will they toss you for that?
Could be.
If they interpret it that way.
If the umpire feels like you're showing them off, he'll throw you right out of the game.
There's just no fun in baseball sometimes. I feel like I should be able to.
There's a lot of fun in baseball.
It's a game of respect.
Man, well, the umpires make it hard.
The umpires make it hard. But you know what this guy did? Just like Manny Machado. You know what? Get in the box, get set, and get ready to hit.
Well, by the way, yeah, he also had a time violation.
And then don't call the umpire a douchebag and expect to just get away with it.
There's a reason that pitchers throw at inside the way they do. I mean, some people deserve it. So. No, I'm serious. I mean, that's one thing I taught my son a long time ago is, you need to make sure that you let the batter know that's your plate. And if they want to be a dick,
clear the plate. I get that pitcher to batter, but it also needed to be called a ball no matter what it was.
Well, and he understands too as a pitcher. Like you can't show up. Like, did you see Kershaw? I think it was last night with Kershaw or night before with Kershaw, where he threw a ball right down the middle and the umpire just stood there. And he actually jumped and turned around on the mound like, are you effing kidding me? I mean, so you never see him lose it like that, but you can't do that. I mean, but I guess when you're Kershaw, you can do whatever you want. But if it would have been anybody else, they would have tossed him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. There's a level of composure that baseball players are expected to have.
Yeah.
They're like nobody else in any other sport.
Right.
I don't understand it myself, but I never played.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? A level of composure that baseball players? Have you seen the Atlanta Braves? Have you seen Ronald Acuna Jr.?
Well,
when he hits a home run, he does a damn maramba dance.
I said expected. I said
bells.
expected.
He throws the bat 15 feet in the air.
Correct.
And he's doing a dance all around the base.
I
Are
remember.
you kidding me?
Expected to
I think
have.
he's talking about in relation to the officials.
I did mean that. I said they are but they are expected to have. I didn't say that they actually all do it, just that they're expected to have.
And
that.
Randy,
because I also remember Ronald Acuna's rookie season when he did that against the Marlins, and his next at bat ended with him getting hit by a pitch.
Exactly.
And then the
That's
next
exactly
time
the
they
way
played
it
the
used to
Marlins,
happen.
in a completely unrelated incident, his first at bat, he got hit by a pitch. It happened like 3 times that season.
Damn right it should.
They never forgot it. So I'm not saying. So clearly they are expected to have it, because if they don't, they get hit by pitches.
I mean, why tap you? Why put a dot down there and show the umpire where you think your thought of where the pitch was? Okay, why put a dot down? Just turn around and go sit down on the bench. Don't make a deal out of it.
I'm on his side.
You know,
I'm on the.
The umpire is like your wife.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't piss her off. Because if you do any little thing, you know what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And that's you have to look at your umpire like your wife
And just
or your
assume-
girlfriend.
and just assume that you're losing the argument.
Right. You're
And-
never going to win.
And men, make sure that your wife, as beautiful as she is your best friend, because later she will look like the umpire. 888-368-1580.
No.
God damn.
Oh, shoot.
Big George says Ralph and Randy are dead wrong on this. These umpires have too much power. They need to be reined in. They're huge crybabies. Toss players for no reason. Bring on the automatic strike machine so these umpires can be put in their place.
Just like your wife.
Radio Ron says, what's all this Rays chatter? Talk about wanting to change a channel. Well, I guess that would have the effect on you. It's kind of coming out. Radio Ron is like, by the way, what's your other radio station called? Money Radio. So, just saying. Hefty Lefty says maybe the umpire should show up to strike zone training. How about that? I agree. Again, accountability has been something that we've hoped and dreamed of in every sport for every official. Not likely. Screaming Eagle says, hi, Blender. Hi, Jeffrey, Keon, Randy, Sir Ralph, everybody. Great show. Thank you, Screaming Eagle. Big George, thank you for that. Hamilton Porter says, Joe Kelly taunting the Astros will always be my favorite baseball moment ever.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Explain that.
He's probably talking about when he was walking off the mound. I can't remember who he had pitched to, and struck him out, and basically just went off on the guy, mouthing a bunch of stuff to him. Showed a big lip, a pursed lip at him. Just unbelievable what he did to that guy. Because it was the Astros, and they had just stolen a World Series from the Dodgers. Oh wait, that never happens. I'm sorry. They stole the World Series from the Dodgers by cheating. Yes, cheating. And Joe Kelly was given the business the next year.
I'm kind of on their side.
Yeah, I knew you would be.
Yeah, for that one. Just for that one.
I'm not. That's just you can't do that. That's just
I know
You can't do what Joe Kelly did.
no the cheating.
The cheating part. I'm against the cheating. But
Even if it's against the Dodgers, I don't care.
I'm not going to admit that to Ralph.
One voice of reason.
You just
admit
One
it.
voice.
Wilbur says, happy empire, happy life. That doesn't rhyme. Well, if you'd spelled it, it would have been umpire.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. That's all the baseball I have. Anybody else have any other baseball? Baseball.
Diamondbacks are in first place, but I mean,
That's your baseball.
we kind of knew that.
Better baseball than you have right now.
Max Muncy, the last 2 games, just hit 4 home runs, 11 RBIs.
He's
I mean,
on
the Dodgers.
fire.
Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers are
It
waking
wasn't
up.
enough to get past the Diamondbacks 3 games in a row.
Oh no, because he wasn't playing well.
Yeah.
Now they're starting
Yeah.
to wake up, and they're starting to win. And
He's playing the same. The Diamondbacks just over.
they have a 1-game lead on the Dodgers.
That massive bullpen for the Diamondbacks just took you out.
Jeffrey, I have one baseball news that will
All right.
that will make you happy right now. Twins, Yankees, first inning. The Twins are up 9-0.
Yes. Hate the Yankees.
Wow.
I don't like the Dodgers. I hate the Yankees. So thank you very much for that. That
There you
makes me feel better. Rattlers fan says, remember when Ventura went after Nolan Ryan and proceeded to get his ass kicked? Yes.
Oh yeah.
He got
We all
handed to him.
remember that. That's probably
Yeah.
one of the best ones right there. Let's see here. Rough Rob says, hashtag Dodgers aren't dead.
No, they're in second place.
They're a game
Next.
out. We'll talk tomorrow and see where they're at.
Yes, we will.
They don't play tonight. So.
If the Diamondbacks fall out of first place, we're not answering Ralph's calls.
They can't tonight.
They can't because Diamondbacks don't play either, right?
Yeah.
No, they're all off tonight.
No.
So it's okay.
You know what's going to happen though tonight? Dodgers will still suck. Hamilton Porter says Nevo video of Ijury will be as bad as the Anderson Silva video.
Drink.
I think he's talking about the video of the guy getting the ball to his chops. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I should rephrase that.
And
The guy who took a fastball to his teeth.
Yeah.
That's
And the
what-
Anderson Silva video being when he broke his shin. Just broke. And that's the worst thing that I have seen in a UFC octagon.
Well, and then there's
of many bad things, that's definitely the worst one.
Paul George.
I mean,
Who's that
Joe
kid
Theismann?
from the Celtics? The Celtics.
Alex Smith.
No, Gordon Hayward broke his ankle.
Hayward.
That was like,
thank God he had them green tights on because
it was opening night, but it was like, oh no, an ankle should not do that. And then of course you had Kevin Ware and Louisville and
Dak Prescott,
Alex Smith.
Oh yeah, the Alex Smith one was.
Oh, that was hideous.
These are all bad, but how about when a pitcher takes a 105-mile-an-hour ball off the head? I mean, have you seen enough of those? That's just scary.
You'd think that they'd, wear something.
I did not
My
make
son
the
does.
baseball team in high school because the coach is yelling at me, "Don't be afraid of the ball." And then I grow up and watch many baseball accidents, and I'm like, no, I was right.
That's crazy.
I was correct.
Team afraid of the ball.
I can't tell you how many times I had a coach tell me, "Don't turn your head. Don't turn your head." When a ball's coming at your head, don't turn your head. Don't turn your head. Don't turn your head. You know, if I'm Kyle Farmer, I'm turning my damn head. Take it off the helmet. Don't take it in the face.
I mean, when my son pitches, he has a carbon fiber plate underneath his hat on the right side. So as he finishes,
gotcha.
If it hits him,
at least there's something.
He'll live.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise he has not. Maybe he won't. I mean, without that. So
Kyle Farmer is only just drinking through a straw right now, Randy. So he's not doing anything.
Crazy.
If he even has a straw, he might have one down his nose, a feeding tube.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Cardinal Art says Sean Livingston injury was pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one's bad.
Hamilton Porter says Teddy Bridgewater concussion. That's pretty bad. Well, Teddy Bridgewater in practice, what happened to his knee, but you didn't get to see it. That was
Thankfully.
bad. And also, you're thinking Tua Tagovailoa when he was just like that. That was bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't as bad as some of the gruesome stuff. This is one of those things like, what the hell's he doing down there?
Mhm.
Oh, that might be bad.
What about that the linebacker for the Panthers, Luke Kuechly? Luke Kuechly, remember that?
He started crying and like, oh, where's my cat?
Yeah.
Where's my cat?
I saw
That was scary.
That's scary.
pretty sure
Chad
that's what you're
Ochocinco had one that was really scary. It was a Ravens game. He gets lit up across the middle, and then after the game, like the game, it was like he got hit in the second quarter, and the game was over, and he was just in the locker room going, "I love this team, you guys," and you're just like, "Oh my God, his brain's done right now." It's just that was one of
You're going to need somebody to do your taxes for you now.
I don't know if you guys remember, but what was his name for the Cardinals? Number 80 was. We were playing the Jets. He was running a crossing pattern in the end zone. I see his face. I can't think of his name, but he took one in it. It broke his jaw. I thought he was dead. Thought he was dead.
Blissful says the worst was Hank
Wayne
Gathers. What?
Wayne Quebec. Randy, was it?
No.
Oh, damn.
No.
Wasn't he a Jet?
He was a Jet.
No.
Oh,
A Cardinal
he played-
receiver. He played
okay.
opposite of Larry Fitzgerald.
Start with a B or
Bolden?
Anquan
Bolden.
Bolden.
Okay, yeah.
Anquan Bolden.
Yeah. Harvey
he-
Hutzwadler had you on that one too.
Broke his helmet and oh man, that was dangerous. That was scary.
Cardinal Art says, remember Moses Alou injury, guys?
Moises Alou.
Moises Alou.
I don't remember that.
I don't know if I remember that one.
Keon, you go ahead and Google it. I don't want to see it. Just tell me how bad it was. Quiet Cannon says Joe Theismann's injury was unwatchable, but as kids we saw this live and they replayed it over and over and over, and you're just like, oh my God, it's like a toothpick bending and snap every time. Like we kept watching and thinking there might be a different outcome. Nope.
Brutal.
Hamilton Border says, remind me who knocked the CTE into Antonio Brown. Oh, that was who was that? Oh, it was one of these guys like Donkey Kong Sue, was it? Or was it?
No, it was. He used to be an ASU middle linebacker.
He was a beast.
And he played for the
Montez Perfect.
That's it. He wasn't a good guy. He wasn't really a good guy.
No, not in the league. No.
Yeah. Lacrosse guy was up with the Bolden too. Well done. CK says, sir. Donnie says, how about that Louisville player in the Final Four that snapped his leg?
Yeah, that was Kevin Ware. Yeah. Never forgetting that one.
How do we get on this topic?
That's my question. Why are we doing this?
It's good. It's funny.
It's like when Mel Gibson and Rene Russo showed each other all their scars, and they're just, oh yeah, I got this. This was a barbed wire fence. Oh yeah, this one was a sniper rifle. It's kind of like that, isn't it?
We can talk stupid injuries, like Kirk Cousins. Did he knock himself out? Right?
Hey, Donnie, remember that? Fighting Wampa says Major League Baseball needs to double down. Not only put nets in front of the fans, but put nets in front of the batters. You get a net, and you get a net, and you get a net, and you get a net.
Does he get cold in here? Because I feel a snowflake is texting in.
I think he's being facetious.
I think there's a joke there.
Yeah, I know.
It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 6 to 8 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhalgh and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop here on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Remember when you could go to the doctor and actually leave feeling better? Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Katz. The problem with our healthcare system is the focus on the system and not on your healthcare. At the Naturopathic Physicians Group in Scottsdale, our doctors are experts in full spectrum healthcare using a natural approach. Patients come in for a variety of issues, including joint pain, chronic conditions, and issues specific to men and women's health. We help people find relief when other doctors have failed. Our naturopathic doctors can restore your pain-free life using cutting-edge regenerative treatments. We can also help restore balance to your immune, digestive, and hormonal systems. Addressing your cause can also improve both mental and emotional stability. If traditional medicines aren't working for you, don't you think it's time to start feeling like yourself again? Call us. We're the Naturopathic Physicians Group in Scottsdale, Arizona at 480-451-6161. That's 480-451-6161 or go to naturopathicgroup.com.
Download our free sports app and stay up with all the latest sports news, scores, highlights, and more. Or stream us live anywhere
at 1580thefanatic.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's home for sports.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right, let's. I got a metric load of football to talk about. It's right here in front of me. But let's get caught up on the text line real fast, and we'll do that. Hamilton Porter says, as a Tigers fan, remember when Joel Zumaya knocked himself out of the World Series by injuring himself playing Guitar Hero? Oh, geez, don't get started on the dumb baseball off the field injuries. Oh, there's so many.
Trevor Bauer sliced his finger open. He couldn't pitch in a playoff series because he was messing around with his drone.
Yeah, here's the thing. Baseball players get bored, I think, easier than most other
pitchers.
athletes.
Definitely pitchers.
Yeah, pitchers do. Yeah.
Joe Musgrove this year exercising dropped a kettlebell on his foot, and he hasn't played for the Padres yet.
That's right.
So he'll be back soon, but
No, he at least has something where he can say, "Hey, I was just conditioning for my job." Everybody else is just, "I was jumping a ramp in the yard," or the kids, impaled by a fence or something. Mr. Pringle says, "Snap your fingers, snap your neck, pronged." Does that mean anything to anybody else?
No.
What did he just make me say?
I just watched that Moises Alou entry over the break, by the way.
Don't.
Thank you.
Fighting Wampa says,
sorry, I did.
I have a question for you guys. I'm driving down the road right now and just seen this kid totally eat it right in the skateboard. I laughed out loud. I'm still laughing. Should I feel bad?
No,
laugh.
I mean, listen, if it's an old lady who bites it, then try not to laugh until you know she's okay. If she's not okay, no, don't laugh. But if she is okay, have at it. But some dopey kid wipes out on a skateboard, as long as he didn't get mowed down by like a truck or something, it's funny. Kids wiping out on skate. I saw this one video. I don't know if it's real. There's this guy who's like, "Here, watch this video." And his kid's on a skateboard. He starts going down like this paved path, kind of thing. And he's like doing his little tricks. And he goes out into the road and gets hit by a car. And I'm like, was that real? Because that kid's dead if that's real. There's no way that's real.
It was Miss Kim and I were out to eat one time, and there was a TV in the establishment we were at, and they were playing this clip. It was a whole bunch of skateboarder wipeouts.
Yeah.
The ones that I laughed hardest at were the ones where the kids were trying to go down the step, handrail on the steps. Yeah. And they lose it, and they like right in the groin, bong! Just bong. And I was making those noises and laughing. The people around me were looking at me. Miss Kim's like, "Honey, shh, honey." But I was just having a grand old time.
Listen, sometimes when you laugh at other people's injuries, other people don't get it. There's a certain kind of people. Like I've told you guys this before. When I was a kid, and I'm watching Maximum Overdrive, Stephen King's movie where all the appliances come to life. It was horrible. That's one of the worst movies you'll ever see. But my friend and I, it was such bad special effects that my friend and I were laughing out loud in the movie. A pop machine shoots a Coke and kills a kid. It bonk in the head. And then you see this kid get ran over by a steamroller really slowly. Yep. And the mannequin's toupee kind of comes off while it's happening. And we are laughing. And like some people are taking it seriously. Like, "Oh my God, what? You're sick. Did you not see the toupee?" Anyway, so it takes a special person to laugh at the misery and injuries of others. But
so that traumatized you as a kid?
What's that?
That movie?
No.
Okay.
I was disappointed. It was horrible. There's nothing scary in that movie.
I was hoping to have nightmares, instead I got about 1,000 jokes.
Stephen King guaranteed it in the commercial. He had the truck behind him. He's like, "I'm gonna scare the hell out of you," because I think he directed this, and like the only movie he ever actually made, and it was just laughable. Nothing traumatizing except for Emilio Estevez's acting. That was probably
the traumatizing movie back then. Was Faces of Death. Remember that?
That was fake, right?
I don't know.
See, I didn't know either, but it turns out later on, 95% of that movie was fake.
Really?
Yeah, it was all fake. And I remember sitting there.
Didn't know that.
And here's how you know who you are when you're a kid. I'm sitting there eating a bowl of cold spaghetti, watching Faces of Death with my friends. And I was like, didn't even occur to me. I think the monkey's brains, that was real. I think that part was real.
Have you watched Jackass, the Jackass movies?
I've seen
those are people that are going doing some stupid stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a few. In fact, Hefty Lefty brought that up just now. I've seen a few bits and stuff, and I'm just kind of like, Nah. I mean, all right. You've seen a few guys get hit in the nuts by something real hard, and or somebody gets shot out of a cannon. Where are you going to go now? Yeah. Hefty Lefty says Steve-O and the other Jackass guys are famous due to people laughing at injuries. Well, yeah. I mean, that's part of the show, but I don't know. I kind of get tired of that after about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
am I missing something?
No, I mean, I thought the first one was good, and the second one was okay. I think they're going a little too much.
They
now,
did 2.
They did more than 2.
All right.
Didn't they do like 3 or 4?
Yeah,
I thought they had a TV show.
I think they did for a while too.
Jackass, the TV show.
Yeah.
I don't think it was called
MTV. It was just a TV show called Jackass.
MTV.
Yeah.
It was just called
Yeah,
MTV.
it's called MTV.
Same thing, Jackass. MTV.
Jackass, the TV show. It's called ESPN. Anyway,
It is now, right? Pinocchio says, "Afternoon, gents. Randy, please pour me and Ralph a gluten-free Tito's Neat." Pinocchio remembers the gluten-free, huh?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
He says, "Hey, don't you feel sad for today's youth that don't get to ski that ski jumper come tumbling down the ramp every Saturday? The agony of defeat." Yeah. Remember that guy?
Oh yeah. My World of Sports, the opening.
Yeah, we've seen way worse crashes since then.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's classic though. I love that.
Yeah, and that was I don't. They should still use that for
They should.
something. Problem is, ABC doesn't do sports anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they own ESPN, but still. Number one Rattlers fan says he was
like you said, they don't do sports.
Exactly.
He was a Hall of Famer in both leagues until that moment. What is he talking about?
Who?
What? I think Rattlers fan might be listening to a podcast.
Well, we were talking about injuries, so it could quite frankly be anybody. But we got like half a text.
Did Moises Alou win the MVP in the AL and the NL?
Well, we're both leagues. Just that's different sports, isn't it?
I don't know.
Let's just walk away. Big George says, a question for Randy. Now the NHL playoffs are set. Who do you have emerging?
Bruins.
Wow.
Well, do you know which conference I was going to ask you about? Because you're asking about two conferences.
Just there's nobody else but the Boston Bruins this year.
Okay. I'm happy to move on too.
I'm not.
There's a lot more of his text there.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't. It was incredibly rude of me. I
something
apologize.
about the Los Angeles Kings.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go.
It's a good team.
All right, fine for you. I'll read the rest of his text. Here, let me go back and find this. Oh, I don't know. He says, Ralph, I know we give you a lot of crap about your Lakers and Dodgers, but you, sir, are an upstanding guy. And he says, yes, Boston Bruins have an air of inevitability based on their domination this season. They are my pick for the Stanley Cup. But who do you have coming out of the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference?
This is for Randy.
Los Angeles Kings.
Well, no, I mean, Randy's right. The Bruins are the class of the NHL this year, but that doesn't mean anything in the playoffs, especially in the NHL. It just seems to change. Just because you have it's a great year and they had a record-setting year, they could falter easily in the playoffs. So I'm not sure. If I have to pick somebody, I pick them in the East. I want to see the Kings in the West. I think Vegas is playing great as well. Even Seattle is playing great. So I don't know, but I'm gonna hope for the Kings. But I have a feeling it might be Vegas.
Coyotes have got a shot.
Coyotes, I think, are at home right now, learning how to skate again. And I think they've talked about maybe even just getting rid of them. So I'm not sure.
They still have a shot.
No, they really don't. They don't have a stadium anymore either. So.
Lacrosse guy says, embarrassed to say, but Blair Witch Project freaked me out like it was real. Oh, so you thought that was real and that freaked you out?
That made me sick just watching it because of the movement of the camera.
I thought it was because the girl's boogers. She's
I hate movies that are shot that way.
The mucus in that. Number one Rattlers fan talking about Bo Jackson. Did we bring up Bo Jackson?
No.
Did you bring up Bo Jackson?
No. And he was an MVP of anything.
I don't feel like that was I'm sorry. Rattlers fan texted way earlier, just didn't show up. He says it wasn't very gruesome, but it was impactful. Bo Jackson getting tackled and then not getting up.
Yeah, it was a very innocuous tackle. It didn't seem like it did anything. And yeah, he ended up with that hip injury and that ultimately ended his career.
The end. King of Kittens wants you all to know that patio in Spanish is patio. It's true.
Thank you.
Thanks, King of Kittens.
True. Wow. That's true.
I think I learned here.
Might be a Spanish word originally, Hefty Lefty says, if Wilhelm can have his scream be relevant some 60 years after he screamed, I think that ski crash guy should have his clip live forever. Oh yeah, but who's going to use it? Donnie says it's the Wild, Ralph.
What? Minnesota Wild. That's fun. That's funny.
They have a team.
Kind of.
They do have a team, and they are pretty good this year.
They're okay. I mean,
you think they'd be better like being in Minnesota and everything? You know, it's like the front porch or patio of Canada. Yeah.
The patio.
It's like the patio of Canada. Every time I go up there, it's like, this is just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do people live here? But whatever.
All right. Here's a question for Ralph. Hey, Ralph, says Mr. Pringle, who's in first place in the National League West?
The Dodgers by default.
Somebody want to fact check that live?
Ralph?
You can fact check it right now.
I'm just gonna go to the
Ralph. I'm looking at my app right here. That's not true,
I had to check again just to make sure
that
you're looking
still. What? I see it here. I mean, I know it's I'm looking at ESPN, so I know that's not reliable.
They don't talk about sports, so.
But I'm on the CBS Sports, and
they're big that for you.
Sedona red and black.
Sedona red and black.
Yep. Sedona red and black. That's who's in first place.
Seeing some snakes up on top of the division.
Oh, you're not even in second place.
Snakes. You're looking at porn. That's
the Padres are in second place.
And they're not on the plane.
No, they're not.
No, they are. I'm looking right at it. It says Padres second place.
Your computer's broke.
Huh. Ralph.
You got to clear your cache.
Come on, Ralph.
Clear your cache, guys.
You see that in my browser history. Daily Blender here on 1580 Fanatic.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
It's back. The second annual Fire and Fairways Charity Golf Tournament presented by Kasai Japanese Steakhouse is Monday, June 5th at Silverado Golf Club in Scottsdale. Supporting Arizonans for Children, helping foster kids since 2002. Early entry is just $160 and includes fabulous lunch and drink celebration at Kasai Japanese Steakhouse Scottsdale. Win a trip to the 2023 Ryder Cup, a Pebble Beach golf vacation, a 2-year car lease from Coulter Cadillac, and much more. You can help. Be a sponsor or donate a prize. Go to fireandfairways.com. That's fireandfairways.com.
A good work partner knows what you need before you need it. That's how it feels when you work with Cintas. Your dedicated Cintas service reps get to know your business and have the industry knowledge that can help you prepare for what's ahead. They'll deliver your team's workwear freshly laundered. Make sure your first aid and safety supplies, mats, mops, and towels are stocked when you need them. And your fire extinguishers are inspected and in working order. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Need a little football in your weekend? It's Tim Lovick here, inviting you to the Sun Devil football spring game this Saturday, April 15th at Sun Devil Stadium. It's a new era of Sun Devil football. See them now in full pads. This event is free. There are youth football clinics, autographs, and more. The Sun Devil football spring game. This Saturday, kickoff is at 12 noon, and it's free right after Pats Run. Come join me and let's activate the Valley. We are Santan Ford.
You've made your financial plan, but are you prepared for an emergency?
Hello, I'm Mo Ansari, host of Market Wrap and president of Compact Asset Management, where we focus on holistic wealth management. That means helping you find the right investments and planning for the future. But the best investment plan in the world can be ineffective if you or your loved ones cannot access the information quickly. Do you know your account numbers and where your insurance policies are kept? Who do you want to take care of your children if something happens to you? From a natural disaster to a death in the family, every household needs an emergency plan in order to cope and recover. Call my office at 1-800-388-9700 and ask for the personal financial information packet, which can help you keep all of your important details together for easy access. That's 1-800-388-9700, 1-800-388-9700.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White's jacket, because he went off to get some more whiskey. We have actual Ralph right here as well. And Keon Rose is in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. I have Harman Solar questions.
Okay.
We have a new segment called Jeffrey Asks Dumb Questions About Solar.
There's no dumb questions, only dumb people.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm just going to see what happens here. So here, I've got this piece of paper here, right?
Okay.
Let's pretend that's a solar panel.
Okay.
Even though I know across the other side of the desk, I have an actual solar panel.
Right there.
But I get the reason why they're tilted on the roof, right? Just to make sure you get the right angle of the sun.
Correct.
I feel like that sun is pretty powerful. What is the difference as far as efficiency of a solar panel if it was just sitting there like this on the side of the house like that? I mean, the sun is still going to hit it the same way as if it was this. I mean, I get it, a direct beam versus an indirect beam, but what is the percentage difference if I just line the side of a wall with nothing but solar panels to,
Right. I mean, the difference is, so the efficiency drops as you tilt that far.
How much? Make it up. We wouldn't know.
3.7625%.
Get out your protractor and your.
It's it's the tilt. It's not huge. It's not where it gets bad is when you lay it flat on its back.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because the sun
in
the summer, the sun's overhead, right? So if you watch the sun,
right,
it's in the summertime in Phoenix, especially, it's pretty much straight up in the air overhead. You look up, there's the sun. As you get into the winter, the sun is now in the southern sky.
Right.
So if you're like this, you're not going to get a whole lot of sun because the sun's not really over you. But as you get toward the summer, you're going to get more production. So that plays big. So you want to tilt it toward the south so you can benefit not only in the summer, but in the winter months.
So if you can't tilt it straight up and down towards the south, still gives you better than
I mean,
flat.
you're gonna have shading issues and other things if you did this, because you're only going to do that. You only do tilting on a flat roof. Everything else is basically you're following the formation of a roof, right? So on flat roof buildings, we do about a 10 to 15 degree tilt to get the benefit of the sun being in the south versus in the north as well. If we tilted them straight up when the sun's overhead, we would probably not get great production in the summer because it's not tilted up. You would lose that summer production. And you're talking about probably a 15-20% loss by doing that.
Well, that's substantial because you have to think that 15% loss is a loss of money.
It is, and if you look at houses that have northern roofs and they have them tilted north, the sun is not in the northern sky. It doesn't produce very well. It still it produces off the rays, but it takes twice the equipment to produce, like 2 panels to produce what 1 panel would produce on the other side. So it costs more money, and you lose the benefit of solar.
Hey, do you have those things? Like, let's say I had a flat roof,
okay,
and I wanted to put some panels on the roof on a non-penetrating roof mount kind of thing, or even penetrating.
Ballasted system.
Go ahead, Ralph. Penetrating. Anyway, so you have the panels up there, and you have the ones that motorize follow the sun.
The trackers.
Yeah, you have those.
You can get them. Nobody buys them because they're so expensive. But yeah, those are the absolute best because they follow the sun and they're the most productive.
How much more will they put on the cost of a solar panel?
Way too much.
Tell me,
it would destroy the savings completely.
I'm very rich.
Are you guys hearing this?
I just want to know.
So somebody's getting paid here.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, it's really, really expensive.
Wait, we get paid for this? Wait, what?
I mean,
thanks a lot, Ralph. Oh boy, the text line is on fire right now. I really want to get some football, but all right. Dropping the soap says, I got solar from my house, and I thought that if the power goes out, I'd still have electricity, but I guess it's not the case.
So it can't, because if it goes out and it shoots electricity and goes back on the grid, the guy fixing the line is going to get electrocuted. So it has to turn off completely. Now, what you need is a battery. If you have a battery, when it goes out, the battery will feed your house and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
How long can the battery go?
As long as you don't put your AC on it, because if you have the AC on it, you could probably burn it out in about 2 hours. Otherwise, if you just put other critical loads on it, you could probably last 8-9 hours, 10
Hey,
hours.
remember the people who own your company there did a video.
Yeah.
And he ran his house for 24 hours on the battery backup.
He had 3 batteries, so he has 3
okay.
batteries in his garage, and yeah, he ran his entire house for a weekend.
Yeah, and did he run air conditioning during that weekend?
He ran some air conditioning too. Yeah,
See?
in
So
in moderation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is possible. It is possible.
Yeah, we would never recommend anybody put AC circuit on the battery unless you have at least 2. So
Right.
You want to have at least 2, otherwise.
And
it's
how
gonna go.
many battery setups did you have if you're going to do like the Tesla wall battery thing?
Yeah, the
whatever you
power
do?
walls.
How many of those do you need per? Like, is it one for every how many square feet?
It doesn't work that way. It's the battery is a 13.5K system, which means nothing to you. But it's a good sized battery that would basically run your house circuits for about 8 or 9 hours without an AC.
I have 3 air conditioning units.
Yeah, you would need 3 batteries
And a little bit of square footage, if you know what I mean. So
you have a big house.
I could have 3 batteries and still run my AC in moderation.
Yes.
See, that's what you got to do. And wait, can you put all those batteries in the same place? So you have to have a wall of like battery, or
We can put them all in the same place, either on a wall or stacked, together. They're not that big. So yeah.
Rattlers fan says, Mr. Science with Ralph. Learn a lot just now.
Yeah.
Sir.
We could talk solar all day.
Jagdog says, Ralph, what dispensary do you buy from? You seem high as a kite right now. I want to buy the good stuff you get. You might seem that way because you're high, but he's actually saying actual things. Let's see. Hefty Lefty says, don't underestimate the angle of the dangle. All right. King Kitten says, I want sunshades that open and close automatically. I don't think Harman Solar does that.
No, but those are kind of cool. Though.
Yeah.
The ones where you hit the button and the whole thing around your patio goes.
Yep.
I wonder how much those are.
Probably too much.
I want to have them and just like and have them halfway so the creepers that live behind us can't watch us eat our breakfast. Jeez. You guys have creepers that live behind you? I got creepers that live behind me.
I don't.
Against the Spread says, thank you, Ralph. In order to maximize efficiency with solar panels, the angle of the panel has out changed through the season because our Earth sits on a 23.5 degree axis.
Right. And the point of being the sun is in different parts of the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
So you find the one that's in the middle of that idea.
Kind of, sort of.
So
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
You want to go toward the southern sky. That's the best way to go.
Here's some other text that we didn't see earlier. CK says Minnesota Wild. Was that a WNBA team?
G-League.
It's the Minnesota Lynx.
Oh, he says, thank you, sir. Big George says, Ralph, you are correct. The playoffs are different. Well, thank you, George. He says, but it's going to be tough to stop the Bruins in the playoffs.
It will be tough.
The LA Kings may come out of the West, but I think it'll be the Edmonton Oilers.
Hockey playoffs comes down to a hot goalie. If you have a hot goalie, you can ride them all
Yeah.
the way to the cup. That's
Yeah.
how it works.
It's true.
I feel like just concentrating on somebody's.
I mean,
looks
that
is
was
not-
the Kings in 2012. Number 8 seed, hot goalie.
Mhm.
They won the cup.
Was that the Jonathan Quick year?
Jonathan Quick. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
mean, he
get
got
it.
hot. And that was it.
That guy was
We get it.
insane.
You think
Yeah.
he's cute. All right, whatever. That's weird. Mr. Patrick says Diamondbacks will not be in first place for long, guys. Thank God.
Huh.
Patrick's a Dodger fan.
I don't know.
They're not
He's-
in first place.
Oh,
He's not an Arizona Diamondbacks fan. That's for damn sure, Patrick.
Maybe he is, but he's realistic.
Yeah, he is. He is a Dodger fan because he was talking about the Brewers and he said, "Oh yeah, the Dodgers folded up like a cheap aluminum chair." So yeah, he's a Dodger fan. He's a Dodger fan. Morticia's man says 3 AC units. Wow, filthy rich. No, okay. Dropping soap says moons.
Mm-hmm.
Moons.
Oh, sorry. He says, hey, Ralph, if you can get solar panels to run on the moon's glow, then you'd quadruple your profits.
There is actually something out there that can work off the moon ray, and there's actually something out there
It's called a stoner
that works off of moisture in the air that they're playing with. That's just kind of weird stuff going on. Yeah, that you can,
Are you kidding me? The moisture farms from Star Wars are about to come true.
you can turn moisture into electricity. Yeah, it's interesting. It's
That
some really
is-
neat stuff that they're working on.
How close to that being a thing?
I'd say about 10 years.
Well, we wouldn't get that here so much, but Oregon is going to be just filthy
Yeah.
with electricity. Can we talk football now? Holy God!
Oh, good. Seahawks. Let's go.
Well, first, listen. You
No,
just
he
gave-
said football,
Yeah,
Ralph.
that's why I said Seahawks.
Well,
no, he said football.
Football. See,
so before that, since we just did all that solar talking, you should give them all the deets on your business, man.
Oh yeah. So
that'd be nice, huh?
Harmon Solar. So yeah, no, if it's something you guys are looking at or thinking about, we're getting ready to get into summer, and all your bills are going to take off. I know mine used to big time. So now's the best time to actually have somebody take a look at it for you. You can go on our website. It's www.harmonsolar. I don't think you need www, right? That's gone.
No,
somebody your age needs it.
Yeah,
Yes.
www.http:// Right. So it's harmonsolar.com. There's this cool little thing on the top where you can actually click into and you can look at your house and see what kind of solar it could take. It shows
at your house.
It's kind of creepy.
It's creepy. Yeah, it shows you how good your house is for actually the sun that you hit your.
Do you
roof
sit there and
stuff.
look at Jeffrey's house quite a bit? Do you?
I have
in the office,
and I don't like what I've seen, so I stopped looking.
Well, I try to time it where they do the satellite thing, and I like to lay outside naked.
Yeah, I thought I saw a couple pumpkins out there, but anyway.
Hello. You can see these from space.
Look like Halloween to me. But it's harmonsolar.com. You can do your own check where you can actually see what your house would look like with solar and what kind of system it would take, etc. You can also give us a call at 800-281-3189. And Giovanna, who's still there, I haven't fired her yet. Thinking about it, but I haven't done it yet.
Giovanna, you should probably upgrade your resume.
Yeah, I've told her that. But she can actually take some information from you and we could take a look at your situation. Solar is completely customized for everybody. We all use power differently. So be more than happy to kind of show you guys what it would do. 800-281-3189 or harmonsolar.com.
Yeah. harmonsolar.com. All the info is right there.
Arizona owned, family owned by Arizona people. They love the Cardinals, love all your guys' teams.
So that just like it's your mouth kind of like,
yeah,
don't
listen to me when it comes to this stuff because I don't represent Harmon Solar sports wise.
Yeah.
If we did, we'd be out of business. So.
Pinocchio says, Randy, Trace McSorley to the Patriots. Don't you need quarterbacks right now?
No, we've got David Blau, and we've got Kyler Murray, and we've got Colt McCoy. Hell, we're set. We're set to dominate the NFC West this coming year.
You know that Colt McCoy is he's moonlighting. Did you hear about what he's up to?
Did you say moonlighting or moonshining?
He's joined NBC as a USFL analyst.
Nice,
because that's what they need. Yeah, he's 14 seasons. Colt McCoy has been holding the clipboard. So
yeah, he may not return this year. He may hang it up.
I have read that his wife has been pushing him to retire because it's just you're injured a lot, man. It's
but he's a backup, so all he's got to do is stand there, hold clipboard.
He's a backup, but if you've seen some of the injuries that Colt McCoy has, it is Wile E. Coyote is the only way to describe some of the injuries.
He could stand wrong, lift a leg, and fart. He'd injure himself for the rest of the season.
So could I.
But it's not just that he gets injured for no reason. It's that when he gets hit, he gets obliterated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he's got some money saved up because if he's like, hey, this could be his second career for me, and you're like, the USFL, right? It's not good.
Look, you just want to
not a long-term deal.
You want to get stuff on tape. He's not trying to make a career out of the USFL. But if they're going to give you an opportunity to say, oh, here's me doing a football broadcast, it gives you a chance.
Public access community cable is better tape than USFL analyst. He could start his own little It's Colts Corner and be on public access cable channel 933 and probably it'd be taken more seriously as any sort of a sports analyst than actually being on the USFL.
I thought public access for Cox was channel 33.
See, I don't know. I just threw out a number that I didn't think any.
I'm not saying that they're going to look at the USFL and say, wow, the USFL, glad you worked there.
Wait a minute. It just dawned on me. Channel 33. Well done, Randy.
Thank you.
Sorry, go ahead, Keon. What?
I'm not saying that they're going to look at him and go, oh, USFL, wow, that's blowing us away with where you've worked. It's just, can you actually sound good in a football broadcast?
No, honey, wait. Tom Brady's getting $300 million. Imagine what I could do.
Colt McCoy is a backup. I wonder how much he would make. He could be Tom Brady's backup.
I mean, does he still get paid, or does he have to actually work before he gets paid?
Minimum wage. Donnie says, wow, you can afford 3 AC units, but not the Sunday ticket. Dude, I'm totally getting the Sunday ticket. What are you talking about?
Get it big time.
The only person not complaining about it has been Jeffrey.
It's not that he can't afford it. He doesn't have to afford it.
That math checks out. Against the spread says, Ralph, I have a question. Can you hook up solar panels to a shop or a building that is electrically disconnected from your house? You know, get an inverter and use golf cart batteries wired in a series to produce sufficient power.
I feel like this is something's happening here that's not right.
Yeah. What are you growing in that little room?
Just asking for a friend.
So basically, can my garage or other room be off grid? Yeah, you could do that with batteries.
Is it legal?
It's got grow lights.
It's legal on the property because your house is connected to the grid, that's the key with the utilities have to have that happen. But if you have a separate building,
then they don't care.
Then you can do that with batteries.
As long as they get theirs.
Yeah, you're probably gonna do some backhand stuff to do that. But
you don't even know what he's doing. Don't even think about what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to know what he's doing. That makes us accomplices. I don't want to know nothing.
I'm curious what he's doing.
No, you just bury that. Bury it deep and just yeah. Silver Pop says, did someone just say Filthy Richard? Probably not. No. King of Kitten says, hey, Ralph, our parking lot shade solar structures. What? Our parking lot shade solar structures. What's the word I'm looking for? Do they work? Parking lot is it affordable, sustainable, or something like that to have that for businesses?
Yeah, we do a lot of that commercially, and they're great because a lot of businesses are already looking for shade structures for the parking lots because of the immense heat that we have in the summer. So yeah, if you're going to do that, why wouldn't you just put solar up there and then generate power? So a lot of businesses have started doing that here. You see them in a lot of the supermarkets too, like the Fry's and stuff, and have them all over the parking lots. Yeah, they're great. Actually, they're a really smart way to do it.
I wish that they had more covered parking over parking lots all over the place, because that's
it's like what you guys have here, but there's no solar on it, which makes no sense. Put the solar
also
on it.
Restricted, so stop parking there.
Yep.
They've asked me to tell you that that's a reserved spot. You need to stop parking there.
They're going to have to tow your Tesla away.
I get an email every day about somebody who needs to move.
No.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, can somebody remind me who's in first place in the National League West, and who has a better record than the Dodgers? I think that would be the Diamondbacks.
Nobody.
I believe that's true. Yeah. Last time I checked, let me check my phone to make sure. But
you need to clear your cache. I don't know what I'm telling you guys.
Bala 51 says, Randy, I need a drink. Nah, damn it, I just got rear-ended.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Let's do that.
He says, I'll need 4 fingers of Dalwhinnie 15 years stat. Well, obviously you're okay because you're texting a silly radio show at the scene of an accident. So
airbags deployed. I'm on the radio.
Not even gonna ask. I'm just glad you're okay. All right, we got to take a break, and the text line is like they don't want me to talk NFL. I haven't even got a chance to say nothing about nothing.
Yeah, you did. You talked about Colt McCoy.
It's been days.
That wasn't NFL.
It's been days. Yes, Big George. He just finally. Isn't Channel 33 ESPN on Cox?
Welcome to the show, George.
Tell me about the rabbits, George. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. The best way to start betting smarter is to sign up for a free VSiN subscription at vsin.com/subscribe. That's vsin.com/subscribe.
The NHL Stanley Cup playoffs begin next week, and the Boston Bruins are the overwhelming favorite to hoist the cup. They have 133 points, which sets an NHL record. They also have 64 wins on the season, plus 370 to capture the Stanley Cup, while the Colorado Avalanche are plus 700 to repeat as Cup champions. The Toronto Maple Leafs, the second team in the Eastern Conference, at plus 900, while the Edmonton Oilers are plus 1,000. The New Jersey Devils plus 1,100, and the New York Rangers at plus 1,200. The Stanley Cup playoffs begin on Monday. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Are you a planner? Do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harmon Solar, right? Bruce Jacobs here. It should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer, up to 85% on your monthly bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, women-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Baseball is in full swing.
See you later!
And we've got the grand old game covered like an infield tarp.
How about that?
Who's hot? Who's not? We've got the latest news, score, highlights, and info from around the league all season long.
It's a camper and it'll go all the way to the wall.
We are your MLB hookup.
Looking up and it's gone a home run.
Get all the games you can handle on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
David Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. There's a lot of text on the text line, and I keep getting derailed from where I want to go here with the show. So it's like, then I feel bad though if I don't read everybody's text.
Yeah.
What would Jesus do?
Read the texts.
There's jokes. I didn't read. Yeah, who was it that texted in that one time? It's like, hey man, real talk here. Don't make jokes about Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Ralph's date on prom night said, I will abstain. 888-368-1580.
It was something like that.
Mr. Wilbur says my March electric bill was minus $27. That makes me happy. Solar is working for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I get those too.
Of course, they could have told him that. The reality could be something else. I don't know. No, you're doing great, Wilbur. Yeah. Boomer Sooner says, get off Colt McCoy. He's made $12 million as a backup. You? Well, I've never been a backup. Pink Eye says, hi, it's hot out there. Randy, pour me some ice cold water, please. Or is it only beer in this place?
Yeah.
Well, you can pour him some water, Randy. I know it's weird. Does the thing even work anymore for water?
Yeah, it's a little calcified, but there you go.
Just scrape that off. Just not in the glass.
Might be some calcification inside your water. Make sure you.
Here's Pink Eye. Look.
Yeah. It's not sand. It's calcification. You're all right.
What does that remind me of?
Unless it has wings, then it's a white fly.
There's something on my tongue. What does that remind me of?
Oh my God.
What? See, you got a filthy mind. It could be anything.
It could be anything, couldn't it?
Hefty Lefty says, I knew a gal in college that was public access for Cox. Wait, what? Twittiot says, in this day and age, does the NFL still use clipboards? I think I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them. Or if not, just the now it's probably the Microsoft
surface,
touchy feely, surfacey thinking. Randy's chuckle says, "Hey, if that dude just got rear-ended, it's probably not a good idea to give him 4 fingers of anything." Was that a prison joke, or you mean? No, I think he meant whiskey, Randy. He asked for 4 fingers.
Oh, sorry. Okay, all
right. Booze and Raider says, "Randy, you've literally been talking about football for days, 4 days, and you haven't spoken a word about football.
Yeah,
pour me some liquor. Double shot stat." I feel like Booze and Raider might think my name is Randy.
Could be. We are both, exceedingly handsome and brutally good looking.
Definitely brutally.
He's half right. Fecal Mist says, "I just tuned in the show and I heard something about being rear-ended with 4 fingers. Somebody clarify this." No. You listen to the podcast.
Sorry.
Big George says, "Randy, I just realized something. Today is Friday Eve, the 13th.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
I
what?
know. I had a long meeting with Ron.
Yeah, this is no.
I had a long damn meeting with Ron. You know what Ron's going to say? I can't. I said my new contract is coming up, Ron. I don't want to work any Friday the 13th. I've shared it with
This
you.
is Thursday the 13th, Randy.
But it's Thursday, which is in proximity to Friday following day, which would be outlined in my George spent hours and hours outlining.
And guess
my
what
new
I did?
contract.
I took moments with a Sharpie getting that out of there.
Yeah, well, so Ron and Jeffrey George Ixnade, I tell you, absolutely edited my contract. I have no rights here whatsoever, and so now I have to work through these. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, Ralph. I don't know, Ralph, if I'm going to be. I may have
Randy,
to come to work over there with you.
You got like 20 more minutes, and tomorrow is the 15th.
Tomorrow's the 14th.
I mean.
Yeah, today's the 13th.
Today
and
is
at Harmon. We would have gave you today off at Harmon.
See, Jeffrey.
All right, go ahead then. Go to work for Harmon Solar. See how you like it.
I need to have every second Tuesday of the month off. I need all Friday the 13th off.
See what I have to deal with here?
Every possible holiday there is. There could be absolutely
He's
screaming
inventing
or
more
yelling.
holidays than there are holidays.
And I can't do it. I can count ladders. It's about all I can do. I can't do anything else.
I can have you inspect attics. You can go in the attic and take a nap.
Oh, see that? You see that, Jeffrey? See that? And somebody wants me.
You know how hot it is in an attic, Randy?
Huh. You'd think it'd be cooler with all that insulation.
Yeah, it's highly insulated. He'll be fine. You can bring a pillow and take a nap.
Ralph is trying to kill you, Randy.
I don't think so. I may have to consider his offer.
King of Kitten says there's an awful movie called Saturday the 14th. I don't believe that's true. I think you're just trying to be funny.
No, I think he's right.
There really is.
It's stupid too. Yeah.
I was about to say he was trying to be funny and failing miserably.
Is it a slasher movie?
I think it's a parody movie. Is it a Friday the 13th parody?
Now I have heartburn.
It's pretty old.
CK says, "Wait, did I hear someone say Ralph got rear-ended on prom night?" Says, "You, sir, are a wild man."
Not only is there a Saturday the 14th movie, came out in 1981.
Yeah, it's an old movie.
There's a sequel. Saturday the 14th Strikes Back.
Oh, that'd be like Sunday the 15th.
Sunday the
15th. That's the obvious choice, but obviously these people are not great at anything.
See, I need some sort of thriller movie music behind me. They say, if you thought Saturday the 13th
now you've
was
got
bad.
music for something.
Now there's Sunday the 14th, the day after. See what I mean?
Well, I like how you get music for things you want to do.
Well, I just had it here, and
I asked for music, and you play the same three songs.
You don't give me any heads up stuff, man.
How much
You
heads
just-
up did you have? We were
like
going to talk
I could
about
pull
Saturday the
music
14th.
out of my ear or
To be
something.
fair,
I don't feel like anything that smells that bad is coming out of your ear.
Creepy music for a while there.
I've had this for a long time. You don't like that? You don't like Hollywood?
Soap opera
I have
music.
this for a long time. You don't like
That's
that?
an award show music.
It's right for Hollywood. Damn it!
Do you not
who
have
can't do-
Spotify or anything?
No. Spotify's owned by the Chinese. They're spying on us.
That's TikTok.
You know, Spotify. If you spell Spotify differently, you can change it up. Spell turkey.
No, you can't. You can't spell turkey from the letters in Spotify.
Guess you'll never know unless you try, huh?
I don't need to try.
Mm-hmm.
It's a staring contest now, or
spies. I tell you, they're everywhere.
I don't know. I'm just sitting here in my head thinking, am I legally allowed to put him on a 72-hour hold? You know, I mean, he's not my child. He's not my husband. Not anymore. So I don't know if I can call somebody to come pick him up. I'm perplexed. All right, can we talk football? Damn it,
please.
All right. So the other day we were talking about the YouTube getting the Sunday ticket, and they said yes, we're gonna have multi screens. Yes, we're gonna be here's the prices. Okay, and the other thing we talked about was the only issue is the latency, and I said, well, they're about mid range for latency. If you're sitting there watching a game and there's real life, and then there's the game, yeah, they're at about 51 to 54 seconds. That's the latency for YouTube. And then some of the other streamers were like over a minute. Some of them were, down near 40, 38, 40. So they're about mid-range for latency. And if you're watching your football on a streaming service, you just need to put the phone away. You need to put the phone away so you don't get spoilers. I can't stand spoilers. And I think anybody who watches sports can't stand to know that, says touchdown by that guy. You look up at the screen and like a minute later, touchdown by that guy. And you're like, well, this is just kind of pointless. Why am I watching this if this is faster than that? So as long as you can put the phone away, then you should be okay with 50 seconds of latency. Well, YouTube came out and they said, hey, listen, we are working to build a high quality Sunday ticket experience here. And we're going to see make sure the latency is absolutely the lowest it possibly can be. And well, I don't know if they have some new technology that gets it down. I imagine even 10 seconds, 15 seconds would be, would be just earth shattering.
There's no way they're going to be able to saddle the amount of equipment they need to have, several million streams simultaneously.
I believe in the nerds. The nerds can figure this out, Randy. The nerds got us to the moon. So
no, the mathematicians got us to the moon.
Right. Nerds. Anyway, they can figure this out, but at least they want you to know they're working on it. Sounds a lot like something we used to hear from DirecTV, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're working on it. Really? What are you doing? Working.
There's no way.
On
No
it.
way.
Like we
We're
said.
working on it. By the way, all the people out there that say, well, I don't want to pay for that nonsense. I am just going to go to the bar. Keon, but I'll tell you what, he busts ass out of here every Thursday after the show, makes his way to Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
Yep.
And they've got the Sunday ticket. They had all the games, right?
Yeah.
On Sunday or
They're
on
going to do
Thursday.
that again?
Amazon Prime.
Well, here's the deal. Now NFL has partnered with Redbird Capital, and I guess they are going to be the pipeline for Sunday ticket to be available to the bars, the restaurants, and the hotels. So if you enjoyed going to your favorite bar that had it, or like he goes to Buffalo Wild Wings, any place that has screens, they're going to have this thing. You don't have to worry about it. It is going to be available to them. So just because YouTube TV took over doesn't mean it won't be in the bars and the restaurants. So congratulations.
That's good news. Because I can't afford it. So
the only caveat to that,
can't afford a bar.
The only caveat to that is
they're Sunday ticket or a bar.
You have to pay a cover charge to get in to watch the free NFL super ticket, whatever the hell it is.
You're
gonna have to pay $25. Shut up, Jeffrey. I'm trying to make it. It's $25.
Are you gonna wait for him at the door?
And, if I have to, to get in,
a lot of work for $25
every week.
Okay, that's a lot of work for $25 every week. Yeah, I had an idea. How about this? How about why don't we buy a bar?
We talked about this once before.
Just to get the Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they fail too much.
Well, not if we had a bar.
Right?
It would really fail.
It would not really fail.
Are you kidding me?
Place would be filled with these crazy people on the okay, maybe we shouldn't do that. 888-368-1580. Scratch me because says, what if I had Twitter had a setting that allowed you to watch the match the latency of the stream to your Twitter feed? Oh, I see you're saying like a pause, like your Twitter lag. Well, it's not even that. It's not the Twitter lag. It's also the notification from your fantasy football saying your favorite player just did this. There's certain things that can show up. My wife, oh my God. My wife has so many news feeds. Bling, boom, bing, bing, boom, bing. It's like a pinball machine. Sometimes we're sitting there just trying to watch a show. And so like she would be, she's more in the know than anybody I've ever known. So it just depends. So to me, it's easier to just mute the damn thing, put it over the side, enjoy the game you're watching. during halftime. Then you go over there and you take a look and say, okay, how's my team doing? You know who your players are. You don't have to know every single point. It's not going to make a difference at the end of this. And, you'll preserve the game so you can enjoy it. It's only a minute of latency. So if you can't wait that long into a commercial break or a timeout or whatever, you have a problem.
I mean, I have YouTube TV, and we used to watch the games. Obviously they didn't have Sunday Ticket, but they had the games that they would show locally or whatever. And I never noticed.
Well, you weren't sitting there looking at your phone all the time, were you?
I'm always next to me, and I never noticed a latency or an issue. What I did is with YouTube TV, you could actually put it on your phone and on your TV, and the phone's a little about maybe 10 seconds faster, 15 seconds faster than the TV. So I used to sit there and call out plays like I knew what I was talking about. People were like, "Man, you really got this down." Yeah, this is going to happen now, and they could never figure it out. They're going, "What the hell?" I go, "Dude, I know my football, man."
That's wrong.
I know my football.
Well, it's not wrong. You would do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You had that set up.
For me, with my morality, then I'd be like, just kidding. I can't.
My morality, really?
I have some. I'm not a Dodgers fan.
I'm looking for the lightning bolt right now.
Oh, damn.
So Lost Toby does make a good point, and this has been pointed before. Live betting is crap with bad latency. Yeah, that is a concern, but it's something everybody's just going to have to get over with because this is happening just as much as the betting's happening. So Donnie says, but I like live tweeting my team kicking ass. Well, I guess why I never see you live tweeting, I guess.
What team is that again, Downey? I'm sorry. Sorry, what team is that?
Don't know which teams he's talking about. Cardinal Art says, hey guys, one of Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippo died after colliding with an SUV in Colombia. All right, check the Deadpool. Who had that? Anybody? Yeah. Number one Rattlers fan says, can Ralph explain how planes fly, i.e. lift? Can you explain the lift?
The theory of lift?
Yeah.
Probably not scientifically. I understand it. I mean, I'd rather talk about a four-stroke engine and how that works. That's easier.
Is it with the stroking again? What kind of show this is?
What is it? Ralph?
Four-stroke.
I mean, I can get into that scientifically if you'd like.
Excuse me.
Ooh. In case you're wondering where all the football time went, this is
yeah, right.
This is where it went.
Lift. I can't help it.
Someone's got to lift something here.
Happy Lefty says, I bet the bars are the real money makers for that Sunday ticket. My favorite bar in college said that they had pay-per-view TV for the ticket. Bars will pay crazy money for that. Against the Spread says latency, absolutely a problem for live betting. I would recommend a digital antenna for games on the networks for live betting. With streaming, you have to wait for stoppage in play to be live bet. Well, that's another good point. There are always plenty of games that are on broadcast TV. I plan on getting an antenna with whatever else it is I do as well. So Lost Toby says, Wreck-It Ralph is a two-stroker at best.
Jeez.
Hey, Randy, football. I'm trying so damn hard here. Drew Sample has worked out for the Cardinals.
Who?
They've sampled Sample.
Never heard of him.
Go ahead, Randy.
Wow.
Blow the whistle. It's all right.
I'm overwhelmed.
Tight end, Drew Sample.
Okay. You sure he's not a linebacker?
No, he's a tight end. He had 40 passes for 349 yards and a touchdown.
There we go.
Catches.
High offensive output, I see.
Well, hold on. It was 13 games, and yes, it was in 2020.
We're going to kick some ass this year. We're going to absolutely roast ass in the NFC West.
Well, he had an injury in his knee, so he played 2 games last year.
Prime target for the Cardinals.
Blew it apart. 18 catches for 109 yards and stuff. So,
yeah,
we need to watch him in the weight room because the floor is all uneven. We don't want him to get injured again in the weight room.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. He's more of a blocking tight end, so he's not going to put up the big offensive numbers that you're looking for, but he's a solid player.
Can I tell you that? I'm sorry, I was wrong. It wasn't just last year. The 18 catches for 109 yards was in over the course of 28 games.
Thank you. Yeah,
but he's not a target.
That's
not his. Like
obviously
not every tight end is.
Keon.
Well, I feel like little Kyler Murray.
Salt into my wounds, Keon.
No, I'm just saying you're not judging the guy fairly. The guy's not asked to go catch passes because that's not his job.
I'm not judging the guy at all. It's Gannon and his cronies over there at Cardinals minicamp.
Kyler, oh, that's funny. It's minicamp because it's Kyler Murray. Kyler needs people who can catch the ball.
He also needs people who can block.
They can catch the ball.
Who can block? Yes.
Well, they need guys that can throw the ball.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's also true.
Not every tight end. Like you have multiple kinds of tight end on your roster. Like Travis Kelce is nice, but not every tight end's going to be Travis Kelce.
You know what you need? Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Okay, but on plays where you want a blocking tight end, you're not going to put Travis
Mahomes
Kelce.
too.
He's not
I feel like I'd want Travis Kelce. Anyway. Scratch me because says Drew Sample. That is a great name for a phlebotomist. You are not kidding, buddy. I agree 100%.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I'm glad you went with phlebotomist and not somebody that worked at the sperm bank. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With us, 40 days of consistency. All over Febreze car clips right on your face. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Business people like it straight and to the point. So here it is. Bruce Jacobs here to tell you take control of your utility expenses by calling Harmon Solar right now. They can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Level your energy costs, protect yourself from inflation. How's that for straight and to the point? Here's more. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
Well, Mrs. Grayer, nothing on the x-ray that pinpoints the source of the pain. Let's send you to our lumbar expert.
After reviewing the x-rays, I can't see anything wrong. Let's give you a steroid shot for the pain and send you to the lab for some blood work.
Tired of the runaround? How about trying a new approach? The holistic approach.
At the Naturopathic Physicians Group in Scottsdale, our medical doctors are experts in full spectrum care using a natural approach. Patients come in for a variety of issues, including joint pain, chronic conditions, and issues specific to men's and women's health. Our naturopathic doctors can restore pain-free joint function and restore balance in immune, digestive, and hormone systems, which often improves both immediate physical symptoms and also improves cognition and emotional stability. If traditional medicines aren't working, don't you think it's time to start feeling like yourself again? Call Naturopathic Physicians Group at 480-451-6161. That's 480-451-6161. Or go to naturopathicgroup.com.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates. It's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Need a little football in your weekend? It's Tim Lovick here inviting you to the Sun Devil football spring game this Saturday, April 15th at Sun Devil Stadium. It's a new era of Sun Devil football. See them now in full pads. This event is free. There are youth football clinics, autographs, and more. The Sun Devil football spring game. This Saturday, kickoff is at 12 noon, and it's free right after Pats Run. Come join me and let's activate the Valley.
We are Santan Ford.
1580 The Fanatic.
And at 1580thefanatic.com.
Your home for sports.
Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, and CK. Funny, but I'm not reading it. 888-368-1580. So, all right, I'm damn determined before we even do Big George's sports history that we're going to get some more football out of the way here.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
So the Browns have broken up with First Energy. Now, when I first saw this, that First Energy has decided to end their naming deal for their stadium, I thought, good. Something bad is happening to them dirtbags. And then I read a little more on this, and it turns out that the company has been embroiled in one of the largest bribery scandals in Ohio history. So dirtbags doing dirtbag. So
Yeah, good character. It magnetizes and brings in another good character.
Yeah, last summer the Cleveland City Council passed a resolution saying, "Hey, First Energy, it needs to probably drop those naming rights." Because it does not look good because of the scandal. And but I love this. So the Browns are dirtbags. Haslam, dirtbag. Everybody at the Browns is dirtbag. And so they came out and says, "We've had a great association with First Energy for more than 2 decades, and we appreciate the partnership and what it's created for our team and the broader Northeast Ohio community. We've reached an amicable agreement." I just love this. Dirtbags saying nice things about dirtbags. So all right, so now it's just Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Don't start caring about crime now, Browns. I mean,
yeah. Why would you do that?
Well, they weren't going to. They were not going to change anything until the city council says, "Hi, we pay the rent, and would behoove you if you want any improvements to ditch these guys." So, well, I got something. This is I think a good thing because I heard a lot of people talk about it. I personally not a fan. But the Buccaneers have made it official that you're going to see this again.
They're bringing back the creamsicles.
Right?
Awesome.
Back
there we go.
I'm a fan.
And who's this?
Man.
Who's this flamboyant looking fellow winking at right there?
That's the Buccaneer right there. That's the original Buccaneer.
It's Bucky.
Where? Who's he winking at though?
Well, it's actually a picture of me. When I was much thinner. I had to wear the floofy hat.
Did you have jaundice or?
Yeah, well, that's artistic stuff. I don't know too much about that.
You sure that wasn't?
Yeah, it was
Donald
a picture
Trump
of me
there
and
back in the day.
No, that was a picture of me, and then they did all their Photoshop junk to it. Yeah,
I love that uniform. I think that's a cool uniform.
Thank you. Oh, you were. Oh, sorry.
His name is Bucko Bruce.
Bucko Bruce.
Well, that's what they name it. Is
he on the morning show or?
We should call him that.
Bucko Bruce.
If
Bucko
you see him
Bruce.
in the hallway, just
Hey,
Bucko Bruce. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the creamsicle. I'm not. I don't know why everybody is, but it seems like everybody but me is a fan of that.
That's cool. Kind of a cool throwback.
A retro coat. That's cool.
And it's also just a different thing. Like
It's the
there's
colors
so many,
for me. It's like, I don't mind this logo.
like, do you know how many teams in the NFL are just blue?
Hey, you shut up. It's my team.
Yeah, but your team and the Cowboys and the Bills and the
Giants.
Patriots and the Giants. Then here comes this creamsicle thing.
Well,
It's just a sight for sore
Listen,
eyes.
I would rather
Is it?
look at the creamsicle uniforms than what is that one team that has that nasty, horrible highlighter green looking yellow thing?
Like construction
like a
workers.
bunch of highlighter
just running
pens
around
running
out
around.
there.
What the hell is going on there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Highlighters, man.
You're talking about the Dallas Stars? I was just watching that.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the Dallas Stars do have a very highlighter thing going on
somewhere
right
from
now.
the
Oh my
Pacific
God.
Northwest. I can't remember.
Oh,
where it
that
is.
Super Bowl team. Yeah, the Seahawks. That's
Super
right.
Bowl in
Yeah.
that uniform. The
Oh.
toilet bowl is more like it,
They
Jack.
won in that uniform.
Wow.
Like 10 years ago. Anyways, Bucko Bruce is coming back, but I hope some of those color schemes.
I like that retro stuff. It looks good, man.
I don't mind the retro. I just don't like that color scheme.
They're gonna wear that 3 times this year? Is that what it is?
You know what I didn't? Yes, you don't. I think so. But I don't like also is the Houston Oilers blue. Remember that the Houston Oilers?
Yeah, it was a little.
Well, that light blue is like watching. Like they just
feminine.
all the Blue Jays, from Canada.
Tell that
just
to Earl Campbell.
Came running out playing.
No, go ahead and call that Oiler blue to Earl Campbell.
That's a pansy blue.
Hey, Earl, you look like a pansy in that. Boom!
Yeah, it's just.
The last thing Ralph hears on the way to the hospital is he's not going to make it.
Did you get the number of the car that hit me?
I mean, his quads were bigger than my torso.
I know.
Luckily, the number was impressed into his face, so we just got to put him in front of a mirror, and they'll know who did this.
Police have clues.
I love
Cleat marks in a 34 right in his face.
Well, if you're a fan, okay, now go out and buy your stuff. Speaking of helmets, the NFL and the NFLPA have approved helmet designed to reduce quarterback concussions. Now, I thought that maybe they'd get them out there with those goofy looking what do they call them again? Those
gelatinous
the Guardian caps.
Guardian caps.
Guardian hats.
And then you take like some saran wrap, just kind of lightly over it, and you put your logo on it. No, I guess they've come up with the what? It's an idea. I'm trying to save lives here. It's not a laughing matter. Yeah. So Vicus, the helmet manufacturer, Vicus, I never heard of them.
Vicus,
Vicis. Maybe it's this is, I don't know. I always say it wrong. But they say it reduces the severity of helmet to ground impacts, which the data and we'll ask Tua. There's about half of quarterback concussions. Of course, half of those concussions were Tua, including the one that he got. So anyway, they've analyzed it. They've looked at stuff. They figured out a helmet performs 7% better.
Wow.
Put them in the damn Guardian helmets until you figure out.
Wow.
Remember hey, Randy, you're old. Remember when radios first came out? They were kind of big.
Yes, go ahead, Sonny.
You know, the big ass radios.
Yes.
And we were sitting around and we're like, hey, the radio's pretty big. I wish that somebody would do something to make it smaller.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy talk. How can I get those tubes into anything smaller?
Yeah, that's right. I beat some kid with my cane for that crazy talk.
Right. And then we bombed Hiroshima.
Uh-huh.
And that motivated the Japanese to make microchips.
Yes.
I think my history is correct.
Where'd you go to school, man?
And then when they got the transistors and the radios got smaller.
Uh-huh.
So if we can do that, can't we get the Guardian caps to?
You want us to bomb the NFL offices in downtown Manhattan or what?
With a nuclear bomb?
That's what it takes. We might want to do that, but not a full-on nuke, like maybe a suitcase nuke. Anyway,
it's better.
And then all of a sudden,
take out the city.
Surgical strike.
They get motivated, and then they make the Guardian helmets, workable.
I'll never wear those.
You just shrink them down a little bit. Can't you make them smaller?
I'm sure over time they can figure it out, but it's going to take time. It's just
okay. I got it. Smaller heads. We need to start drafting people with smaller heads.
You tried that already.
Yeah, well, the Cardinals
did it. Yeah, small head, small feet.
Has Kyler had a concussion yet?
Mm-mm.
See,
I think he was born.
It's working.
He was born with a concussion.
He was born with an attitude.
Says Ralph with the highlighter uniforms.
Well, that's just safety right there. The Seahawks are very safe.
So does this new helmet look different? Or is it just inside of it that's different?
It's just a little bit different looking.
It's a little bit different look. It's got like these.
It looks like Marvin Martian's head.
They have handles. There's handles.
It's
got
down here.
on both sides of the helmet. It's got
baldness
these like
up here,
kind of in it,
holes.
and I don't know exactly what they're supposed to do.
There's holes, and I'm playing something. I'm coming back to their holes and going.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It's all he feels like. Oh, there's something in there.
It's not. They're not going to feel it because there's obviously going to be the padding between the helmet and their head.
Do they have to wear that helmet as a requirement?
Well, the NFLPA and the NFL have approved, so I know I think they're pushing them in that direction.
The holes that are they're placed in certain areas so that the actual plates of the helmet can absorb the crush. It's like a crush thing, they can absorb the movement.
So your brain doesn't do it,
right? So if one hole ain't working,
it absorbs the.
That's where you'd like to go with that.
Did somebody conjure up Dean Blandino?
I was just quoting Grandma. That's all.
Sorry.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back to the year 1997, Tiger Woods, at the young age of 21, became the youngest golfer in history to win the Masters. He did so with the lowest score, 18 under par, in the 61-year history of the event, and his margin of victory, 12 strokes, a man with special place in Ralph's heart, was the widest of any major championship ever held in the United States.
Was that actually written in Big George's thing?
Which part?
About me?
No.
Okay.
Sir. Negatory, sir.
Cardinal Art says, I demand Steve Young and Troy Aikman design a helmet immediately. Randy, may I please have a weather forecast report and a shot of your finest whiskey? Great show, guys, except suck it, Ralph.
I could give you the whiskey. I don't know if we have time for a weather report, though.
It's going to be about this for about a week.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of up
Sunshine.
And down a little bit.
Yeah. It'll be nice through the weekends, and then by Monday, I'll get back up to ungodly in the 90s again. I mean, this is what we have. This is our spring and summer right here.
For a week.
I'm looking.
This is it.
I guess we did have time for an actual weather report, but now it's too late. Yeah,
we probably
had
too late
time.
right now.
Yeah. Hey, Randy, I know we haven't talked much NASCAR lately, but we have a race on the radio station this weekend.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Martinsville.
Okay. Anyway, so that's happening on Sunday. But Chase Elliott, you know what he said the other day? He says he's going to keep on snowboarding even after he had that stupid accident.
Well, I mean, he had an accident. He broke his leg. I mean,
his tibia.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, he's not the first NASCAR driver to injure himself in off-duty time. Duty. I love that.
I had some off duties last night.
I bet you did.
I ate a bunch of tacos from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I know. Straight Striper hooked you up.
So let me ask you there. That wasn't a question. That was a call.
Okay. All right.
Broken left tibia. It's a bone in your leg.
Yes. Last time I checked, yes.
It sounds a lot like labia. So I was wondering. Anyway, so with the broken tibia,
yes,
it sounds like that's going to make it hard to drive.
Not
it's
really.
going to hurt.
Not really.
There's a lot of pressure on the tibia. And, you don't think so?
I think that they will adjust the seat in the car to try to help him be as comfortable as possible.
Wait, are those things automatics? Because it was his left tibia. So.
No, but you would think they were.
So he's got a clutch.
It does have a clutch, but once they get the car going, they rarely use the clutch. I mean, it's just like they slam it from into gear. It's a high speed transmission, so they don't really have to use the clutch much.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be setting off metal detectors all over the place. He's got screws in his leg near his knee, and
I'm sure he's going to feel the pain. But hey, you know what? Congratulations on him coming back, and they really needed him because Josh Berry, his set-in driver, he wasn't doing too well. So they got to get him back in the 9 car, and that'll be this weekend at Martinsville.
Oh, by the way, Ralph brought us a ton of beer.
Nice.
So
Ralph,
all right. We're gonna divvy up that beer when you're back in the studio. So.
All right.
I mean, not all of it. I'm taking some.
Okay.
Well, Keon's taking the seltzer.
Oh, we didn't even time to give him a. Keon is like, hard seltzer. Yes, please.
And then there's a little fireball shot.
Wow. Yes.
Oh no! There's just no time. There's just no time.
Yeah.
My eyebrows are about to come off.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Daily Blender here on 1580 Fanatic.
Need a little football in your weekend? It's Tim Hovick here inviting you to the